Welcome, welcome, welcome into another episode of our Sistas Keeper, the Tyler Perry Sistas unofficial after show with your good sis you love to talk TV with, and
Your girl Allie Nick, giving it to you when I give it to you, but always in the nick of time.
always in the nick of time, y'all. Damn it. Hey, Allie, how you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling, what's that song? Feeling good, feeling great. Some don't I can't remember. It's a 2000 song. But I'm feeling good though.
Well,
I'm feeling good as a person in my personage. I'm feeling good.
I love
Um,
that.
yeah. How are you?
I am good. I am doing damn good if I'm gonna be 100% honest. I do want to take the top of this episode to give a happy, happy, happy belated birthday wish to you. Y'all, Allie just
Thank
celebrated a
you.
birthday. Happy birthday,
I
boo.
did. I did. I had a good time. I had a good birthday. I had a good birthday. Thank
What
you.
did you
And thank you to
do?
everyone. I girl, I was still working on the book. I was
Okay.
still working on the book. And
Come on, come on. Cause
also,
I got the first
yeah,
one.
it'll be up Friday. And you know, pause. So when you did, I said I know Erica loves listening to audio books. It's available in audio as well.
Okay.
I didn't know if you knew.
I didn't
But
know.
but it's
At the
available
time,
there
I just
too.
went and looked at the book, and I was like, I don't know. And when I saw the
Oh, okay.
audio option, because I know that they do like auto generated ones, and I was like, okay, if they piss me off,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
it's a voice I don't like, then I'm gonna be mad. So let me just go ahead and get the physical copy. And at some point, I gotta get it signed and
I
everything
chose the voice
anyway.
though. I chose the voice. So I think you like it because
Okay,
I
okay.
did choose the voice.
Okay.
I did choose
Well,
the voice.
part two, I'm
But
probably going to get the audio
part
book
two.
until the
Okay,
paperback is
got
ready,
you,
and then we
got
gonna
you,
be locked in. But I
got
still
you.
needed to get
I
I
feel you.
had to get
I
the first
appreciate
one
it. I
anyway,
appreciate that.
cause you gonna sign this, friend. I'm gonna get my ass
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
Florida, and you gonna
I
sign
am.
this.
I am. Or me to the West Coast. Me to the West
Period.
Side. Whichever one happened first. Whichever one happened first. But
Period. Y'all
yeah.
check out
Thank you,
Ellie's
everybody.
page. Go and get her book. She's an
Yeah.
authoress.
Yeah.
Shout out to Maya Wilkes. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead, Ellie. What did you do?
If you and there's some people in the chat too, who done published the book, but I ain't gonna say nothing until they're ready for me to say something. But
Ah.
yeah, but thank you to everyone. You know who you are, sis. But thank you to everyone who shouted me out for my birthday, sent me a message. I greatly appreciate it. People, and you know what's so impactful is that there were people messaging me who I have never seen their screen name on YouTube, on
Oh,
Instagram.
that's so
And so it's
sweet.
amazing because we never know who is actually watching. And I call them silent listeners or silent watchers. And those are people who never comment, but they support our channels. And
Mm-hmm.
it's so many people out there. And I was just overwhelmed truly by how many messages I got from people who I'm like, I've never interacted with this person. But I definitely appreciated the love. I definitely felt it. So thank you guys.
I'm glad because you pour so much into so many. So I love that. I love that you're feeling that energy reciprocated. I love that you felt
Yes.
special and cherished. And that's how you should feel on your birthday, if not every damn day. Okay. And I'm truly, truly honored
Absolutely.
to call you
Absolutely.
friend. I'm truly honored to call you co host. I'm truly honored to just be able to
Yes.
engage with you, period. So, again, happy birthday. I love you. I support you.
I
You're
appreciate it.
killing it. You're doing great,
I'm
sweetie.
trying to. Thank you, boo. You too, girl.
So y'all check out Allie's page at Allie Nick Official. Her books are available on Amazon. That's where I got mine, and it came very quick. I gotta get into this weekend, child. The way the books is going. I was just telling Allie this, y'all. The books is going to be the detriment of this channel. If you see that I am behind on a video, shout out to my Beyond the Gates people, because I got people on my Beyond the Gates thing spoiling it for me. I ain't seen the last 2 days of Beyond the Gates. I ain't gonna hold you. I watched Monday and I was like, eh. But your girl has also read and or listened to 2.5 books in the same amount of time. So unfortunately, these books, these books is trying to end this channel because I'm kind of like, I care about what's in here more than I care about what's on these damn TVs, and I don't know how to deal with it, y'all. I quite literally don't know how to deal with it.
I
I'm just being
feel.
honest.
I feel you.
My book content gonna
All
start
the
coming
way.
out on my personal channel though. I'm gonna start telling y'all because I think my September read list, which is at this point we need to get into Sistas, but I need to say this because this has been on the top of my mind. Y'all, I looked at my TBR yesterday. Allie, I looked at my TBR yesterday. I had 20 books on my TBR. Why have I read
Wow.
20 books so far this month, but only two of them are actually from my TBR?
Wow.
I'm like,
That's
Erica,
really
so then what the
good.
hell is the TBR here for? But alas. And I'm going to start
That's
sharing it because I'm
good.
keeping track. I showed a couple people on my personal channel. I've been keeping track of my damn books. I'm going to start posting it there. So if y'all reading as well, y'all want some book content and all that jazz, or you just want to keep up with your girl, follow me over on at ericavane.com or no, Erica Vane, just Erica Vane, not .com. And that's where all the personal and bookish content will be. Okay, cool. Let's get into this because was this the most interesting thing to talk about
Yeah,
tonight? Because this
probably.
episode was
Probably. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
drop y'all's ratings in the chat while I go through and shout some of y'all out on a scale of 1 to 10. What are y'all giving? What are you giving the mid-season finale? Hey Kay, hey Janelle. Shout out to all my members in the chat. I appreciate y'all so much. Hey Davey099. Hey Demetria. Hey Keena. Hey Cheryl D. How are you, honey? Hey DNC Greatness. Hey Kelly Hester Jones. How are you, honey? Hey Brandon. How are y'all? Cynthia, how are you? Mimi loves peace. Pat Bridges, hey honey. Hey Vaughn, our lovely moderator up in here. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for holding it down. Jamira, absolutely. I'm glad you in here tonight. I'm glad you in here tonight. How are you, honey? Did I get everybody so far? I think. Child, this thing moving fast. Hold on. I think that's pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much everybody. Okay, cool. Robin K, hey boo. Okay, we got a 2, we got a 5, we got a 5, we got a 6. K says I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 6. Okay, K. Okay. Brandon, you gave it an 8. Gorgeous, gorgeous gowns. A 6.5. Happy Zach stood up for himself on the I can't. Tiff says I give it a 10. Call me petty, but I love to the fall of the table. Good old Sloppy Zach. Oh, Sloppy Zach was in full effect. Sloppy Zach was definitely in full effect. All right. Janelle gave it a 4. Ellie, what you get an episode, honey?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give two perspectives. Because I always feel like the mid-season finales are always mid,
Yes.
pun intended. I believe it's always mid. However, I will say there were certain aspects of the episode that I thoroughly enjoyed. And I feel like, and I know they're not going to do it, but I feel like they have a good foundation to really start telling some really great story. But I'm not getting the whole stuff because I know that's not what's going to take place. But I will say that I definitely, I'm just gonna like rate it as a regular episode. I'm gonna give it like a 5, like a 5.5.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. I would give it a 5 as well. And I think that that's the tug and pull and the gaslighting that I'm basically getting sick of because they will lay an Easter egg beautifully. They will set up a storyline beautifully. They will set you up, cue you up, only for it to be a complete and utter dud, and they never really meant to go as deep as they needed to go or that they could go, and that part is the most frustrating thing. But I peep your game. I peep your game, sisters, and I ain't falling for it no more. So hopes are not being raised, expectations are not even being laid at y'all's feet. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. I see the bomb ass storyline set up, and I'm like, oh, it won't be here tomorrow. Next. But shout out to you, Brandon. You felt like the episode was an 8. It might be an 8 in sister standards. I think middle of the road is really good.
Yeah.
I think it still feels very disjointed. It still feels like there's a bunch of things happening, and these people might happen to inhabit the same world, but they're not on the same show. And that's the part that just I cannot like resolve the dissonance that I have. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to settle into when we're seeing Karen in this postpartum journey and the stress and the drama and the tension and the deliciousness with the camera angles and the specifics in her dialogue and the choices and the this and the that. If we're supposed to settle in there, or if we're supposed to go over with Sabrina doing anything but managing the goddamn bank, because every time we see her in this damn bank, she's never doing no damn work. Or are we supposed to settle in Danny coming into her house that now looks a damn mess because Tony can't do nothing but find everything in the house to open and sit on the damn table and pig out, as if he has no home to be able to max and relax and do his little eat, pray, love moment, whatever the hell he's trying to do. I don't know. And then we go over to Zach, who toggled in and out. Like, Duvall toggled in and out of really beautiful performances to like, oh no, sir, you're phoning this home. I felt like a lot of what we got with the Rich and him being drunk was like, okay, I can see that you're actually acting. But then when we actually see him go to the angry space and confronting Fatima, he was completely dropped in. And even that feels like it's two different types of Zachs. It's two different characters for two totally different shows. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I can't. I'm struggling to like reconcile that, which is causing me to not really be able to enjoy the things that I do find great.
That definitely is. When I was watching Duval's performance tonight, it made me definitely think about Sabrina. You know, the way that Novi was drunk, then you're not, you drunk again, then you're not drunk. Then you're drunk again, then you're not drunk. And it's like, well, which one is it? You know, in that particular episode, there were two writers. This particular episode, it was Courtney. And I know that that actors do have an option in the choices that they make when they're, you know, performing a certain act or a scene or what have you. And it just felt, as you stated, for Zach to be that drunk off of his behind when he was at the bar with Rich, and then to go home and then have control of all of his faculties, all of his members in his right mind. And then, but then again, I guess we're supposed to believe that hours has gone by because it was daytime when they went to the bar.
Hold on, Allie. You're
home at the time.
Hold on, I don't know if this is me or if this is you because you are cutting out, honey.
Okay.
I think you might be back now. Say it again.
The part I was saying about with Zach when he was at the bar, he was extremely drunk. But then when he got home, he had full control of his faculties and his members, and it did not reflect a Zach that was, you know, inebriated just 30 minutes ago. But also, I was saying in the episode, when they went to the bar, it was light outside. By the time Fatima got home, it was dark outside. And it goes back to your point of what am I supposed to do with this messiness? Because it's one person acting two different characters, completely different. What time of day is it? It's like these people say, you know what, I think this scene will be great at night. It was just 3:00, but this one gonna be at 10. Y'all don't like the continuity is just absolutely ridiculous. But you know, it's like one of them things, and I think it's sad that as viewers, it's like, man, we just gonna go with it. And it's like I'm getting tired of going with it when there's other shows who write so beautifully and there's a natural flow to it. With this, it's not. So I'm supposed to believe that Karen took her baby while it was light outside. She told y'all she had to get away. She did not take her car, and she's outside at night with a baby by herself. What? I say I'm just through. I don't know.
Before we dig into the meat and potatoes, because we're going to thoroughly unpack this episode since we're going on hiatus for 2 weeks, child.
Yeah.
We're going to really dig in with this episode. What were the things that you really, really enjoyed from tonight's episode?
Now, even though I just basically called him out on it, I love the fact that Zach got in Fatima's ass.
Okay.
I do. I appreciate, but I have mixed feelings because I feel like the writers use the jealousy as the huge thing. But for me,
We're gonna unpack it. We're gonna unpack it, friend. We just supposed to get a bullet
Okay, so
points right
let's
now
wait there.
of
Okay,
like what are the things you
so
love,
let's
because
be
that
okay.
is a place we're gonna sit tonight. There is so much
Okay,
that went
I
down
like that.
in that goddamn going
Yes,
back and forth. Spoiler
yes,
alert: you
but I like
Fatima
that.
holics is gonna
I ain't
have a
gonna lie to
problem
you.
with me tonight. Y'all gonna have a problem with me tonight. You are. Problem. Prepare yourself.
Yeah,
So yeah, we
yes,
gonna unpack that,
but
friend.
I love that moment. Okay, I like that. Um, dang, was that all I like? Oh, I do like the fact that Andy is continuing to pursue this lawsuit against what's the man name? I can't think of his name right
Cruz.
now.
Dr.
The
Cruz.
Thank you that she's continuing to pursue the lawsuit against Dr. Cruz. I'm glad about that, the tenacity that she has. Andy really played her part because I probably wouldn't have had a job the way that that man talked to her. But I understand that Andy is probably looking at the bigger picture, and sometimes you have to look at that to keep your composure for what you're there to do. Because the way he talked to her, I instantly got slave and master
Mm-hmm.
dynamic going on.
Yep.
But I do like the fact that that she stood her ground on that. And
Yeah.
it's like the more I'm thinking about the episode, I honestly think that's all that I liked about it. I think that's all that sticks out as far as what I like, what I enjoyed.
I always enjoy Karen scenes, even with this nonsensical ass she done ran out with the baby with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed Zach and Fatima scenes, but only because certain things were said that never get to be said, that felt taboo to be said, specifically to Fatima. I don't think that they actually handled the conversation appropriately, which we are going to be able to unpack. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that this got said. Cool. Um, I also enjoyed Andy in this episode. And the layers that KJ was able to really like imbue into Andy as a character, and standing her ground, wanting to advocate for her friend, but this is a thing, right? This is a real thing. And that is a dichotomy that you probably have to navigate, or not probably, you do have to navigate at any law firm. They're tracking billable hours. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense for them. And then you also have the conversation around pro bono work and things that matter to your heart. And I think that this is a very big thing, not only for Andy to be able to show up for her friend, in advocating for Karen, but in looping everybody in and building this whole case. I think Andy's also doing this fight so that she can advocate and like usher in a newer version of herself, a version of herself that's more substantive, a version of herself that gives a damn about stuff that actually matters, and she's not just only processing cases that track to billable hours and mean absolutely nothing, right? So I think that that actually matters as well. So I love watching her to like stand up for herself in that regard. But I felt like there was a ton of layers because you got to see her strong, but then also crack as certain things were landing on her, as this man is like telling her no and trying to put her in her place for whatever reason. And I just really, in watching Andy, I was like, okay, KJ found a bunch of little pockets to give some additional nuance for Andy, and I don't think that we get the treat of actually doing it. So I really enjoyed the Andy scenes as a whole, even though when we got to Andy and Fatima, my eye got to twitching.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the space that we're at with Andy and like how KJ is navigating Andy this season. So those will probably be my three favorites of the episode. Things that I enjoyed, things that I felt like were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay on that. Everything else was just kind of like, for real. Okay.
Everything else was kind of like for real. And I got the whole list of the things here. I'm trying to figure out where we should actually start. Actually, let's go ahead and get Karen out the way, because after I get Karen out the way, I'm hollering and screaming, and I would never want to yell at my girl.
Okay.
Karen has gone missing. First of all, in what world do Aaron walk in and get the hollering Karen's name at the top of his damn lungs when he already been walking on eggshells? She has not reconnected with her baby, and he is an intentional ass person. Like, I have so many specific ass Erica as maybe nitpicky ass thoughts behind the Aaron scene. And you know what? It's the mid-season finale, so I'm putting belt to ass because you don't even give us Aaron every episode. You don't even give us Aaron more than a minute and 30 seconds. When you decide to give us Aaron Carter's ass, you give him doing some uncharacteristic ass, and I don't appreciate it. If you're going to limit his screen time, if you're going to limit his damn dialogue, if you're going to limit his damn impact on the damn story, when he do pop up, y'all hoes need to make it count. I'm sick and tired of telling you. Coming here hollering and screaming like his ass is Zach. What the hell? Then look to the damn baby bed and automatically get concerned. As if the door to the bedroom isn't closed and Karen ain't been going no damn where. So why the hell would he assume immediately, wait a minute, something's going on? When Miss Lisa comes out and then all of that, okay, cool. Now you can start to raise concerns. But having him come in hot immediately made no sense whatsoever. Then you hoes want to play in my face and play on my time like I'm stupid. I watch your show and I pay attention. What do you mean she can't drive, but you sent her to the doctors by her goddamn self? She not supposed to be driving, but she went to the damn doctor's office by herself when Ellie and I said that he would never send her ass by her damn self. Y'all got me chopping motherfucking screw because you move mountains to push this stupid ass Karen disappeared ass storyline, and then now going to use Aaron as a goddamn plot device to push the dramatics of it all, and it don't even make no damn sense. It's forced and I hate it for us. I just realized I got the hollering and screaming, and I said I wasn't going to holler and scream about Karen, but I forgot about the Aaron part. The Aaron part ticked me off.
But it wasn't Karen per se. It wasn't Karen per se. It was Zach. It was Aaron, which is why my baby was in the episode. But y'all notice I didn't mention him about anything being something I enjoyed about this episode. I have the same feelings as you. When he came in, I said, "Bro, why are you yelling? It's a newborn baby supposedly in this house. Karen ain't, first of all, her apartment ain't but a hop and a skip. Literally, you can hop and skip once in there. She ain't too far. Why are you yelling like this?" Two, it was I remember saying this maybe a few times in this episode, said, "This so damn dramatic. Like, this don't even be, this, what the hell is going on? This so damn dramatic." As you stated, now when Miss Lisa comes out, he says, Are y'all asleep back there? No, she was out here. Then I can understand you being somewhat concerned. Erica, we here. Because when he was like, she ain't even supposed to be driving, I said, well, you ain't even taken to a doctor's appointment. She drove herself. This is what we be talking about. When I tell y'all, I'm holding on by a string. It's certain things I can choose to overlook. And then there are just certain things that I'm just like, I can't deal with stupidity. I can't deal with the insults to our intelligence. I cannot deal with the fact that you have writers, honestly, who do not give a damn about continuity. You have writers who do not care about the importance of telling a story that makes sense. And these are people who get paid thousands of dollars to come and produce a show, write a show, and you do not care about it. And I have such a huge issue with it. There are people who are praying for an opportunity to get into a writer's room, praying for their big breaks. And you have people who are so arrogant in their position that they don't even care about the product that they're giving to the consumer. And that just baffles me. What we saw with Aaron tonight is, I don't even know what that was. Like, I don't know what that was. I really don't. And then you call Danny. You don't call Andy. You call Danny. Okay. Then you call Danny again.
Well, Ellie, give him that because Danny and Andy was there, and then Andy left early, and Danny gave her a shower and washed her and took her shoes off.
So I'm trying to think. Do I want to give him that?
Yo, okay.
I give him half. I give him 0.5. I give him 0.5.
It could be recency bias. It could be recency bias, not because he actually.
And that's true too. That's true too. That's true. I'm still give you 0.5 Amber for that. I give you a point. Better than Erica. But I give you 0.5 for that. But yeah, that was just really interesting how that whole thing. yeah, I'm just, yeah.
And they started off with it like, oh, Karen was cool, is bonding with Faith, and then she puts her in the crib, and then it looked like she's sinking back. So for her to even disappear at the end of the episode with the baby, I was like, so then how the hell we get here? Because if anything, I thought she was about to disappear by her damn self and leave the baby right where it's at. Is this supposed to be some type of hop, skip, and jump and leap for us to automatically assume that she's going to harm this baby? Because even with this strong ass, trauma filled ass postpartum depression journey, I don't got her harming Faith. So what are we setting up?
Right. Right. I don't know.
Natalie said, I do
I
believe she
really
said
don't
that
know.
Aaron is in the car. Vaguely remember that too, but if Aaron is in the car, then how the hell did she get over to the salon and lose her damn mind and have to run out and then come home and Aaron's still not home? And he's hollering and screaming as soon as he come in to the house, to Allie's point, in the house with a damn newborn. People who have newborns put signs on their doorbell. Amazon, don't ring this goddamn bell. There is a baby in this house. But he comes in, if he was supposedly the one chauffeuring her around this whole entire time, hollering and screaming, knowing that if he was the one, took her to the doctor's appointment, the doctor talked to her about postpartum, they would have had that conversation in the car. Then took her to the damn salon, realized the pan about to burn her whole damn business down. He would come into the house screaming, knowing that he wasn't driving her ass around. She was driving her damn self.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Because I
appreciate
thought
you,
she
Natalie.
said
They
he had
did
to go
say
run
it.
an errand. That's why I thought she said he had to go run an errand. Because I was like, what errand did he have to run that he
Yeah,
couldn't
you
take
did
her to
say
the
that.
doctor?
You did say that. You did say that.
Because Karen mentioned that he had to go run an errand. I'm like, that don't even make no sense. He would never do that. He would never not be at the, like, it's just certain things. And I think when it comes to Karen and TMB, why we keep looking for logic, it's just crazy,
Tam
girl.
acts
It's
every
just
week. You remind us
crazy,
every week,
girl.
and then here we go.
Every week, girl. And here we go. It's not logical. But it's like I have a really big issue when I forgot what I was watching today. I was watching something briefly. And I was like, I hate when writers write things that be like so in your face that it's just dumb. Like y'all could have came up with something better to do than that. And then I think about with Sistas, like they were completely, especially with Aaron and Karen, they do it so much with these particular characters. You were literally writing them to be a form of themselves that they are not, just for the sake of a story you trying to come up with.
Yeah.
I just, it just makes no sense, especially like even in the letter, about what she said that she's ending this phase has to end or this. I can't remember the proper terminology that she used, but I'm like, what the hell does that mean? What y'all like? I don't like the implication that Karen would do something to her baby, and that's what to me they are implying, and I don't like that.
I don't like it either, and I agree. I agree 100%. But yeah, that happened. Karen's gone. She's gone missing. And we have no idea because they don't do a good job of giving us any types of peeks into the girls' lives, the places that they like to frequent, the places that they find safe outside of their homes and or their businesses. They only show us things right in the moment when they literally could be peppering things if we actually had a writing circumstance, Tyler, where you were cohesive. You've had a writer's room for the last 2 seasons, which means that y'all should be blue skying 3 seasons in advance, and y'all can start the late. But that's not even here nor there. Tam B said, "Why are we asking for logic?" You know what, Tam? I got a temper. You right, Tam B. You right. Moving on.
What we got?
Maurice and Paige. Let's go there. Let's get all the light work out the way. Maurice and Paige, but specifically Maurice and Paige's brother. I like the idea. I don't know if I'm loving the execution, but them punchlines is punching here. Go ahead, Kirsten Dunst.
Baby, I cackled. Baby, I cackled.
Oh, gosh.
I said, baby, I don't remember the last time I heard somebody utter the name Kirsten Dunst. I laughed on that scene. That was funny.
Keita says, that was funny. Do Paige know something about her brother? That's what I'm... Because Paige...
That's a great question.
It's a wonderful question. Because Paige she likes Maurice now real bad. Like, they about to be best friends. If they're not already, and Maurice is just never going to admit it. Like, over his dead body, he will never admit he likes his white girl this much. So it doesn't feel like Paige thinks that Maurice is not good enough for her brother. It feels like her brother might not be good enough for Maurice, or her brother might be with the bullshit, or her brother is too hot to handle, even for Maurice. So I think that's a wonderful question. Yeah. Dylan is definitely cute, but the execution for me, it's falling flat, right? Because it also, to your point, Allie, what you were saying about writers who sometimes do things right on the nose, like you have such a dynamic actor like Brian who breathes such beautiful life into Maurice, but then you got a Dylan who is just a pretty face and spouting some words, so it don't land. Like, maybe that's it. Maybe it's Dylan is flat in the scenes opposite Paige and Maurice, and they are so very lived in, and he just quite literally is resting on being fine. Is that it?
Yeah.
Something's off for me.
And that could be it. That could be it, because I know, if I remember correctly, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, when Paige was saying, my brother is going to come out with us, he's just getting over a breakup, he just needs to have a good time. I don't believe that Paige was trying to imply, I want my brother's good time to be with you specifically.
Right.
And the way that she was looking tonight, she was like very adamant on, I need 15 minutes to talk to my brother, because she didn't appear that she was in agreement with Maurice and him getting to know each other. Like the look she was giving, normally she would be like, okay, like, her little preppy self, but she didn't give that. Like, that was not her energy. But she was noticing what was happening between the two.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as to what is going on with Mr. Dylan. Something is there.
Something, for sure. And Maurice gonna mess around and fall for him. Y'all, we don't know what happened with Grayson. I guess Grayson, they just said no. They just said no. The story that we got, the little one line that we got a couple episodes ago was Maurice said that Grayson left him. Which kind of tracks, because Maurice was doing Grayson dirty for the very longest time. So
he was.
Grayson said, "I gotta put me first, Lucius. I'm out." That's all we got. They keep giving Maurice these random guys with no chemistry. Because Grayson was fine too, but Grayson didn't come with the. I feel like Grayson needs not Grayson. I think that Maurice needs a man who has a physical archetype of a Tony, and is like solid. Like I feel like Maurice needs a grounded man for sure, a fine man for sure, but a man that's going to help put him in a position to feel like the princess that he believes himself to be sometimes. And these little men that they be lining up with him don't be giving that, at least to me. They be fine, but they still feel like they don't balance him out enough. They don't have enough personality on their own. And not that they have to have this big flamboyant personality like Maurice, but even just being like a stoic, or if they give him a brooding, like me and my homegirl was just going back and forth about this book, and this brooding in this book, and she hated it. And I'm like, oh, I love a broody man, and we were unpacking that. But like even that. And like Maurice has to work to like get this guy out of his emo ass feelings, but his physicality also matches up a little bit better. I feel like that might land in reference to the chemistry department a little bit better. I don't know. What y'all think? Maurice said he left because he was too much for Grayson. Maurice left? No, I thought that Maurice specifically said that Grayson left him.
Yeah, I think it was Grayson left him.
I thought Jess said, hey Jess, hey A Noel, hey Shy Girl J23, you guys came in after the hellos. Jess says, hey y'all, I forgot the show was even coming on.
That tracks. Mercy. Oh, that tracks so well. That tracks. I feel you.
Did you want to add something, Allie, to the chemistry conversation with Maurice and the men's?
I honestly just want Maurice to just want to see him. Like, I understand there are people, and I know women like this too. A lot of times the verbiage is, it almost comes off like an attack, because they'll say something that's like I guess it's supposed to be flirtatious, but it can come off very mildly venomous. because Maurice kind of gives like some of the things that he says. It's like I understand you flirting, but I know everybody doesn't respond to that. I just would love to see if you're gonna give him a love interest. I do agree. I do want to see Maurice not with someone he could just flick them like just a little flick their little ass.
Yeah.
Like you said, give him someone like Tony when it comes to the physicality of the type of man that you're gonna put with Maurice. But if you're gonna give him something meaningful, then do that. I don't like how they play around with it or they don't
Mm.
commit to the person that they're putting as his love interest. Because even with Grayson, I thought Grayson was a good match as far as what he desired, what he wanted. He was very upfront with Maurice. I don't
Mm.
like you being, even though he met him online, it's like, I don't, if I'm going to be in a relationship with you, that's not something that, that I want my man out here doing. I thought he was, very upfront. But sometimes Maurice he plays games. I don't even know
Mm-hmm.
what the hell Maurice wants. I
That's
don't even
true.
know if he wants a relationship or you just looking for a good time. So I think to even, figure out what he wants and then you fashion your life for that. So you can't have someone like Grayson who wants to be all in, but that ain't what you want. We don't know
Yeah.
what you want.
Yeah.
Hell, we don't know a lot on them, but I think I would love to know exactly what Maurice wants when it comes to his personal life.
John Keenan says he giving the gay Danny, and I'm like, oh, except for the fact that he's actually funny.
Oh,
The only difference is he's actually funny, and Danny ain't been funny.
that
But
that is a
you wanted
great
something.
comparison.
You
You
were
own it,
definitely onto
sis. Yes,
something.
you're definitely on that. Yeah, I like that. That is the truth.
um. Okay, what other light work do we got? Other light work. Oh, y'all was talking about Andy in the chat. I didn't even see that scene because I was in and out, child. I ain't even gonna hold you. I didn't see the scene of her talking to Dr. Vaughn. I did see the scene
Dr.
of
Vaughn. It was
her.
real quick.
Okay. Her with Morris. Is that Morris? What's the damn white man name?
Um, and I think his name Bradley.
Bradley. Oh, Morris was the one
Hmm.
job she took. I don't damn know.
Morris the
Oh, oh,
black dude.
oh.
Morris was the dude that Gary beat up that was trying to sleep with Andy in the first season in the
Okay,
bathroom at
okay,
that
okay.
club.
You know what? Let's not go to Andy yet because that actually is a little bit deeper because she ties to Fatima at some point. Let's go to Tony Bumass. Ali, I'm going to reiterate, friend. I'm going to reiterate. Release yourself. Release yourself from the shackles because Tony is not it, girl. He just not it, honey. And I know you're right. They are pushing this pauper ass propaganda, and he is making certain decisions that give bum.
He is.
I want you
He
free.
is.
I want you free immediately.
I know. Janelle just flat out said Tony is a bum. Like, damn, everything he's a bum. Um, Janelle, I agree. I understand. I'm struggling. Okay. I'm struggling because the way that they have completely shifted this man's character is unfathomable. Like it's like I don't even understand how they did it. It's I don't even understand the things that we saw tonight with Tony. I could not believe that this man said he wanted to rent out his house to help with the money thing. I said, wait. What money thing? You were the vice president of an airline for years. I know you stack. I know you're well off. You have a house. Matt, you own a house and you're choosing to sleep on Danny's couch because you want to move in. You're going to rent your house to help with the money thing. I said, literally, when he said that, I said, writers, and Courtney, you're normally my favorite writer, and you still are, but still, I'm going to say this. I said, baby, you can kiss my ass, because what you mean? This man owns a home, and he's going to rent it out so he can sleep on Danny's couch. Ain't no privacy
Okay.
in
I
Danny's home.
don't like
Danny,
having to defend a man, which is why we're gonna have a bunch of problems when we get to the Zach and Fatima combo. But I will defend that decision. I will defend that decision. That actually financially makes sense. Him having a house, let's say he has a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. He don't need all of that. His kids is in Germany with the damn mama. He's dating this lowly ass flight attendant faker, gay agent. No shade to the flight attendant. I just don't like Danny's ass. And all he wants to do is play video games and slide into her. He don't need a 3-bedroom house to do that. He could collect a cool $3,000 to rent his place out. He could, Allie. That to me was the least of the problems in the scene, because financially that actually makes sense. It's similar to when people decide to downsize, right? Like, I feel like Danny can't possibly be paying more than $980 for that damn apartment. Can't possibly.
Girl, Danny is probably paying $1,300. She's in Atlanta now.
For that box?
By 15.
For that box?
But girl, 15. She probably paying by 15. Yeah. She paying by 15.
Child. Mm-hmm. But it's still less than the $3,500 to the $5,000 he could get for a single family home if he rented that out. So that actually does track for me. The problem with it though for me is you made that decision without asking her. That was my issue. It's not the logic for me, but let me hear your thing about it.
Erica, this is just my thing. I love space, so maybe this is, my personal thing, right? I love space. So ain't no way, even if I feel like, let's just say you've only been unemployed and not even a week, and you've made the decision to rent out you ain't hurt. I could see if it was someone who was in need and you were really hurting. Like, I understand that. To me, that's not Tony's story. I just can't imagine, and maybe it's because, girl, I couldn't live. I couldn't do that. I could not live with another person in the size apartment that Danny has, because ain't no privacy. Okay. It's literally an open floor plan. Okay. And I think that's my thing. Like, it's an open floor plan. If they get mad at each other, they don't have to go in the bathroom. They can't even go into another room.
Fair. That's fair.
Do nothing. And I think that's because I'm like, I couldn't. I remember even talking to someone, and we were talking about homes and stuff like that. And I said, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I have to have a 4-bedroom home, straight up. Our bedroom, I have to have a room by myself. You can have a man cave or whatever you want to do, and then we can have a guest room, because I am a person, I love being around my person and I love spending time, but I also need time by myself.
Yeah.
I need to be separated. And I'm thinking about Danny, what he gonna do? You gonna get mad at her and go to the couch? All you gotta do is turn your head and you're looking in the bedroom. So it's I can't.
Okay.
I just need him to do better. And it's hurting me. It's hurting me that I feel the grip that I had on Tony slipping out of my fingers.
I'm trying to yank the shit out your hand. I'm not even gonna hold you. Girl. I'm trying to yank that motherfucker hard.
I mean, like Janelle said straight up, Tony is a bum, and he has become that. Girl, when he raped them chips off of his shirt and told Danny to come cuddle with him, I said, I can't. I'm done.
So all of that is not working for him. That is terrible. That is not working for him. This is not the visual. It's giving me the ick 100%. I also am a person who needs my space and needs alone time, even in relationship. The way I took it, and I guess this is also the dissonance that comes up, right, when they put certain things on the screen, because I feel like they have now changed Tony from being a multi-dimensional character into this very one-note, flat, degenerate man. We just gonna give you a bum nigga and that's it. When he used to have layers. When Tony says he wants to take time and not work and be free and explore and try different things, I don't see the apartment being that big of a deal, because if it was me making that damn decision, I wouldn't be there anyway, except to sleep and fuck and change my clothes. Me and my homegirl, we've had conversations in reference to where we are established, where she lives in a whole other state. But if I decide, I've been thinking do I want to travel for a year and just do a gap year and pop into different countries, but I don't want to give up my place because I have 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2-car garage. I would rent this joint out and then like downsize to
Mm-hmm.
whatever the smallest thing. Her thing would be like smaller, and then like if we go together, to me that's what I kind of envision. It's like you're not there anyway. Like it's here to basically keep your stuff. And like Danny, you got $75,000. You got a man who has got a new leash on life. This is the perfect opportunity to really be out and explore the world. If y'all gonna do what you doing now, okay, no, this space is not gonna work because y'all don't never leave this damn apartment except for her to go to work and then her to come back and cry and complain about it. But if you are actually going to walk into your supportive girlfriend bag, going to do more than make this to feel like a bum, and push him to explore different things and find out what's going on. To me, financially, it does make sense for them to keep this little studio ass apartment and go do things, figure out themselves, figure out the relationship, figure out what they actually want. Because Danny, you don't want to be a goddamn gay agent. And y'all have money, y'all have time, and y'all can do that. But then that's me again, the dissonance of like Urkel. They didn't say none of that. So you heard him make this good financial decision if he actually wanted to go try some things while he's only playing Xbox and dirtying up her goddamn couch, and decided to lean on the potential. Which now, Allie, we're both going to freedom because I'm going to release myself from the shackles of the potentials that could happen with this storyline, and you're going to release yourself from the shackles of his fucking fineness because we leaning too much on potential, baby. We gotta take who they are as they are.
I've released it. I've released it.
Now we bullied you to releasing it.
Chips. It was the chips for me. It was the chips for me. I don't know why that was the thing for me. I said, first of all, you a grown ass man and you got little chips pieces on your shirt and you wipe them mugs off on my floor. Then gonna tell me to come cuddle with you? Oh no.
And it doesn't even track.
Oh,
Like he wasn't
baby.
even sloppy before. Like now all of a
At
sudden he don't have
all.
no job. Now he's sloppy. Like I get it. Like he don't want to move his ass. His ass needs to be surgically removed from this couch. But why is he now trashing her place? Why is he now making decisions for the both of them
Yes.
without even considering her? Like why is he not even listening? Like he feels like he's in this bubble where only what he thinks and what he wants matters, and he ain't consider the miscarriage. He ain't consider her going back to work. He ain't consider her getting this damn money and what that means for her. He's not considering any damn thing, and he's having a damn monologue with himself while also directing some of it towards Danny. And it's like, huh? When did you become this man?
Yeah. And my thing is, I want all of us to release ourselves. I want Danny to release herself. Danny, and I mean this with the utmost respect, it is 2025. Women, you could get your own self off. Danny don't even want this man. Danny,
Mm.
the fact that she wanted him to go to Alaska, she wasn't doing anything, didn't say anything to say, baby, like there's a difference if my man come to me and say, Alicia, I'm just letting you know that I got this job opportunity in Timbuktu and I'm really considering it. My thing would be, I am so grateful that you have this opportunity. Baby, I don't want you to go. Like I'm gonna let him know I do not want you to go. I want us to work on our relationship. This is, you mean whatever you mean to me, and you going to another country. I know we're not going to be able to survive that. And then that's a conversation for me and him to have about what you're going to do about this opportunity. Is it something closer? Is it whatever? Danny didn't give that. Danny gave, bye, have fun. You know what I'm saying? Have fun.
She
Like
definitely
that's the
gave
energy that
by.
she gave. So I think that something she mentioned tonight with Sabrina, she can get penis anytime she wants. She's already getting that. She doesn't see the value of living with him. Nothing that she talked about to Sabrina tonight showed me that she don't want that. So tell this brother to go on. What you holding
Mm-hmm.
on to? So
Yeah.
I gotta release myself from Tony's fineness and all of that thickness. I need Danny to release and come to terms with herself. You don't want this man. You
But
don't
I
want
could
him.
also see she don't want no other woman to have him. And I can see that
Facts.
she don't want to be alone. Journey with CC says, Allie, this is not the same Courtney that you like. It's two different Courtneys. I did not know that. The Courtney
Yeah,
that wrote this
oh
episode is
God,
not the one
somebody
that you
else.
write.
I think it was Mimi Love's piece that told me that too. So I thank you guys for correcting it. Courtney, you still on my good side, boo boo. It's the other Courtney.
That we
Now
got
that I
problems
know it's
with.
two, and you're right. That they spell it differently. But yeah,
Hey
thank you
Santina,
for
and
letting
thank
me in too,
you.
Cece.
Thank you, Journey with CC. Welcome in, boo. Um, Thank you for the birthday wishes for Allie Stacy. Welcome to everybody that's just coming in. I love when y'all come in and y'all play catch up. I love that.
Yes.
Um, yeah, they need to, this. They have already run this storyline dry. Tony has such really great potential, and now they just having him be the butt of Danny's
Yes.
jokes and the the reservoir for all of her resentment that is continuing to brew.
Um,
But to y'all's point of like, release this man if he's that much of a problem. If you don't like him, if you this big bad talking cash girl, like you don't need a man for this, you don't need a man for that, then release the man that you holding on to. Because why are you holding on to him? I'm not even gonna hold you. He would have been released as soon as I came in and seen all that shit on my table. Cause why?
Erica.
Why the hell is this all on my table like this? Nobody died. You ain't stressed. Why is this like this? There are very specific circumstances where you could trash my damn house, and this is not one of them. Get your and get the hell out.
I play about a lot of things. I really do. I play about a lot of things. But what you not finna do is have all these plates and left out food in my house, and then you telling me you don't smell it. You have open. I was so girl. I was cringing. You got open containers of food in my house, something that been set out for hours, and then you gonna put, oh yeah, I was gonna clean it up before you got home from work, but you came home early today. I said, what are you, 15? You forgot to take the chicken out of the freezer that your mama told you when you came home from school. That's the energy that Tony is giving. I said, but I can't, Tony, and I don't want to do this. I don't want to break up with you, but I have to.
But when you know better, you do better. And Allie is checking out. Next stop. Thank you. Thank you. Thank y'all.
Oh Lord.
All right, now we're going to go ahead over to the law firm and all of the shenanigans that's taking place over there. Because while I love what KJ is giving via the Andy character in this episode, I'm on Bradley's ass. So, and I'm also confused because I be checked out sometimes. Did they purposefully make him a client so that Andy could not go after him? Because I heard something that he said of like, well, he's a client now. Client to do what?
That's what
and
it
his
appears
relationship
to me.
matters so much. This is a goddamn doctor. Best case scenario, he's making $500,000 a year. What the hell are you actually making in reference to billable hours for him that he is just so indispensable? He ain't Miss Marie, who worth $1 billion damn dollars, who's also Andy's client. So Bradley, you gonna have to come harder than that because he now matters so damn much. He's not paying y'all that much for you to be this highfalutin ass law firm that you claim to be. For y'all to be doing big business how you claim to be. How they had Miss Marie prance all up and through here as a goddamn billionaire, and there's nothing but NBA players like a goddamn conveyor belt running amok. You want me to believe that some goofy ass, predator ass, misogynistic ass, racist ass obstetrician matters that much to y'all's bottom line when you have literally been showing us billionaire and ballers most of this damn time? Them doctors ain't paying you that damn much. $50,000 is nothing compared to what Miss Marie's retainer is. And I doubt he paying you that.
Okay.
Because it's not even no active litigation. So even if he's just damn retaining you, it's a difference when you retain him when there's no active ass cases versus when there's discovery, when there's research, when there's an actual trial to be had. What y'all not gonna do is play in my face like I don't watch Reasonable Doubt. What y'all not gonna do is play in my face like I ain't come from the school of goddamn John Clayton. What y'all not gonna do is play in my face as if I don't know what Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, was doing and how these damn billable hours work up in this bitch. That's what y'all not gonna do. Think this damn doctor is moving some mountains over here with your white ass. If you don't get the hell, this is an EEOC complaint waiting to happen, because what the hell you mean? Sit down, shut up. What the hell you mean if you can't sit there and do your... What the hell you mean? Call up Jesse and the NAACP ASAP, Andy, because what the hell is this man talking about? Now we just got a twofer. I'ma sue his ass for killing black women and their damn babies, and I'ma sue your ass for making a hostile ass work environment environment up in this because I know what I'm doing. I'm doing my damn job. And at the end of the damn day, if you go through Andy's contract as managing partner, you will probably also see some type of stipulation that speaks to what she can do on her own. Because another thing in understanding how these high-powered ass law firms at work, there are contracts that have clauses that speak to pro bono ass work and charity work and work that is of the damn attorney's discretion. And they use that to diversify their goddamn dealings and make themselves look good. So if Andy decides that this is where she want to put her damn energy, this is where she want to put her damn energies and you and your billable hours with your racist ass.
The last thing you said, all I could think about was Coming to America. When they was telling him that he didn't meet Martin Luther King. And he said, you. Who's next?
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. And if y'all's girl was who she claimed to be these last 6-7 seasons, she would have had somebody to have her damn back and be saying everything that I'm saying right now. But Fatima's ass is too preoccupied running at the dusty ass ball players and their goofy ass gifts and her bum ass boyfriend to be chapped in at this damn law firm how she need to be, supporting Andy and always having Andy's back. And girl, I got you, girl, I got you, girl, I got you. And yet when she needs to be got, her ass is falling through the goddamn cracks. But we ain't got to that yet. But it is that, Ellie. It's every last one. Like, go down the damn list.
Yeah. The way that man talked to her, I was just like, girl, ooh, I'm for the most part, 98% of the time, I am a very laid back person. I am a very cool, chill person. But then that small percentage that resides in me, it pops off real quick. So I have to remind myself at times, Alicia, you're in a professional, setting. You cannot respond the way that you want to respond. I went to Popeyes today. Just a quick story. I went to Popeyes today. And I had some chicken yesterday, so I only had like one piece left. And I said, well, I'm going to go to Popeyes and get a 2-piece because that one piece of chicken going to piss me off after I eat it. I'm going to want some more. So I go to Popeyes and I said, can I get the 2-piece white? 2-piece white meat. She was like, you want the meal? I said, no, just the chicken. That's it. Said, before I had to catch myself, I don't give a damn if I would have said, I want one biscuit and that'll be all. Yes. Whatever I ask for, Trick, give me my food, tell me what it costs so I can. But it's like stuff like that. And I felt so bad because I'm like, when you know yourself, you know yourself. I'm like, I am cool, calm, collected. But baby, I will pop off so fast. And I'm just like, that's a part of me. I got to, clink, clink on. But baby, when that man was talking to Andy, first of all, that man is a great actor because even I was looking at his mouth as he was talking to Andy and just the anger and just the way he was speaking to her. Like, I felt like that man was talking to me. I got angry. Like, I was so angry to see this old, wrinkly, white bastard talk to Andy in this way. Like, that thing did something to me. And then to say, well, maybe this is not the place for you.
Yep.
But y'all weren't saying that when Fatima walked in here with that baseball bat. You talking about you wanted to hear what she had to say.
Hello. I know I'm peeking y'all because I'm hollering and screaming. I'm very sorry. But hello. I was trying to go back to the specific part where this man says he alluded something to being unprofessional. Oh no, you thought it was cute when they came in there like Batgirl and Doofy? You thought it was zesty. You thought it was just the kind of energy that y'all need around here because that means that she means business in here with this damn bat dressed in all black like an omen. But now you want to tell her she can't sit there and do what she says. Maybe this ain't where she's supposed to be. You was just applauding Fatima walking in this like she was Beyonce in a Lemonade video. Are you serious? Bradley, nobody is taking you damn serious because you standing across from her talking this big cash and you ain't checked them not a nair, not a bit anywhere along the line, including when they threaten your ass with a damn bat. And if we want to talk about in this goddamn moment, Andy's supposed to sit at her damn desk and just do what she's told. Well, what the hell Fatima's supposed to do? Because she's over there potentially costing Andy her goddamn law license, litigating that she don't even have the damn proxy to do. You want to talk about billable hours? Fatima's running through contracts that she can't even bill for. I wish I would see a goddamn invoice come across my damn desk as a ball player who had a paralegal with no damn law license go through my contract, and you want to bill me at Andy's rate when this hoe don't got Andy's damn degree. But y'all want to talk about billable hours. Bradley, get the hell before I go find that bat and do what I should have did. Because if you ain't throw her ass out from then, if you thought that was cute then you need to go ahead and sit your ass down and enjoy the show now. But that's to your point, Ellie, of like, did the writers watch last season? Because this is what y'all gave us. This is what you did. Y'all had Fatima coming in with that damn bat, basically saying if you don't give her this managing partner position, none of y'all's heads gonna still be on your goddamn shoulders when we walk out of here. And you handed it over. But then now this man want to stand in front of her and talk big cash, talk big slave master
Yeah. Yeah.
And to add insult to injury, y'all's Fave could go get a bat when it was coming time to get Andy this managing partner position, and she gonna stand behind her. Whatever Andy want to do, she gonna do. But then when Andy come and say that they don't want me to do it, well, girl, you know how he is. Just let it go. It's just let it go now. It's just let it go now. But you had a bat all of 4 weeks ago, cause you ain't letting shit go. 4 weeks before that, you was in Robin's face letting him know, don't get slick even though you own this bitch.
Okay.
But Andy got a passion project tied to your man and his dead baby, and this is the one that needs to just go ahead and drop it, girl. Go ahead and release it. It's fine. That's y'all's Fave.
Yep.
In her trash era. And then we want to be surprised. We want to be annoyed. We want to be frustrated because your relationship with Andy is shifting. Andy's ass actually has not changed. Fatima has. And that's the conversation that nobody wants to talk about. Because she's reacting completely different than what her pattern has been with Andrea Bond, specifically in that building from the very beginning. Andy could have said that she want to paint the walls in this pink, and Fatima would have went down to Lowe's, got the paint, and slapped anybody who looked at them sideways when they decided to redecorate in that mother. And now all of a sudden, when it's Karen's baby that's on the line, we got other things to do. Child.
Okay. We got basketball contracts to look over.
But it's about the billable hours. Fatima can't even bill no damn hours.
And can't. And can't. And then you use Hayden, of all people. So Bradley knew what he was doing. You had Hayden take on the situation for Dr. Cruz. Then gonna tell Hayden not to tell Andy about it. Not to tell Andy about it. Why you keeping secrets? She's a partner as well. She doesn't have a right to know who's a client now. And it's just so befitting and timely that he is a client now that you know what Andy wants to do. Now he's such in need of tax preparation and help.
The assassination of this black man's character is quite literally wild. And honestly, Hayden was never on, Hayden has not been on the good side in a very long time. So I'm not even saying that Hayden is a great character, but the decision to have this black man represent that white piece of in a case that's going to be tied to maternal birth crises is a choice. Misogyny be damn, misogynoir be damn, patriarchy be damn. That is a choice, and that's not one that y'all gonna be able to walk back. And I hate it because y'all are using Hayden as this convenient ass plot device to drive in this stupid ass knife. That's cool, it's her storyline, fine, but you don't actually need Hayden to do it. And now you're gonna walk him down the alley that he can't actually come back from, because I'm never forgiving him for this. I'm never forgiving him for this. All for what? A petty ass beef with Andy because he's jealous that he wasn't manager partner, but she is. So in addition to you having him side with a damn racist, all on the strength of his stupid ass misogyny and a damn petty ass beef that he don't want to let go, you're also invalidating Andy as the managing partner because you don't even let her operate in it when she's making her first big case decision, and here come the partner trying to tamp down, and then she's having her subordinate in Hayden talk to her all types of crazy about how jealous she is about from she's jealous of her damn paralegal. The same paralegal that he can't stand, but he conveniently likes because it's going to stick it to Andy. His beef with Andy is that damn important. Y'all don't give a about Hayden. Right. And I feel bad for Chris as an actor, because the Hayden character is not even, he's not even nuanced in any way that Chris's skills as an actor will be rewarded moving forward. They are putting Hayden in this ridiculous situation that he's not going to be able to come out of. And I don't want to hear no shit about you love black women later. I don't want to. He has no redemption arc coming. Once you jump your ass on the side of a damn racist who kills black babies, you don't get to come back from that. You come back from a lot of Hayden, but you don't get to come back from that. All for what? Because you're jealous of Andy? That is taking this incel level to a whole new level, and I'm not fucking with it at all.
I agree.
They said Hayden's a filler character, but he didn't used to feel like one. Even as a supporting character, Hayden didn't feel like a filler character before. He had strong motivations, clear decisions. Like, he did not feel like a filler character before.
Mm-mm. No. But it's like now all of a sudden he does. Because at one point, I ain't gonna lie, Hayden was like my favorite character, because it was like maybe between the third, fourth, fifth season, maybe. I thought the writing was absolutely horrible. And he was the one that was bringing the excitement. He was the one, even though he was getting on people's nerves, he definitely had, to me, more of a stake within the show. Now it's like, well, we're just using him as this. We've already heard certain things that Hayden feels towards black women or women in general, but now we have this man siding with this man, as you stated, this racist who is killing black and brown babies, and now you have associated yourself with him, attached yourself with him, not only professionally but personally as well. Yeah, I just had dinner with him and his lovely wife. Like, what? Okay. I'm gonna need y'all to remember that. Don't be trying to give us nothing about Hayden, nothing else. There is no. We heard y'all loud and clear what side of the gate Hayden stands on, and we gonna leave him.
And then have the black women address it, because you're having Hayden go to this very violent place and aligning in what he's aligning with, but then all of the taps that he get back are Andy basically like, oh, Hayden, you're nobody. Oh, Hayden, it's nothing. No, he is about to be a very big roadblock on your journey to get justice for these women. He's a problem. He is going to be a huge problem. He is dangerous.
Yes. And the fact that Fatima is working closely with him while he is basically supporting the man who killed her fiance's baby. But you're just so happy to have some contracts to look over. You're not thinking about anything. You don't, like, it's not like when you think about the dynamic of that, that's wild. That is absolutely
wild. Yes. Which is why when we get over to that damn duplex, y'all just tap out now if you're a Fatima fan. Just tap out now. Because it's up and it's fucking stuck as far as I'm concerned. Jazz says, I have a genuine question. Who is Andy representing? Who is the defendant? Karen said that she doesn't want her to. Can she really initiate a case without someone seeking representation from her? Yes. So I don't know how like well versed people are with like class action lawsuits, But like class action lawsuits usually arise where sometimes it's like you actually have a defendant and you go and seek out others, but sometimes it's also like the lawyer comes across this potential case or opportunity because people have been experiencing X, Y, and Z, and then they build out this case and then they make a call for if you have been affected by this. And I think the easiest way that I can kind of give you the analogy is like, have y'all ever seen the ads of like, have you been in an Uber and had your Uber driver say something inappropriate to you or such and such and such? Mm-hmm. That to me is a great example of like what we're seeing Andy attempt to facilitate in this maternal health case that she's building against this potential doctor. So while, you know, to progress, ideally you would want an actual, you know, client that she is pushing for. There is ways in which they can mount cases just based off of information that's provided and prosecute that way. I would also say, like, this is not the best one-to-one example, but like when I think about Chris Brown and Rihanna, that case, Rihanna was not actually prosecuting him. The state of California was, because of the actions that he took within their state and like how they actually want to see it and what the precedent that they wanted to set. So legally, there's so many ways in which things can play out within our judicial system. And Andy is at the stage right now, which is what we've been seeing over the course of this first half of the season, of her getting as much information as she could, which is why she was on Fatima's ass, so she could cross her I's and dot her T's and figure out the best way to enter. We heard Karen say, I don't want this, but that doesn't mean that she's always going to feel like that. She's also fresh out of it, right? And at any given point, Karen could go into a space of, you know what? Yeah, I want something for this. I lost my baby behind this. Maybe I want Faith to have her college fund taken care of, a trust fund or something. And, you know, that comes later. And Andy continuing on allows for that to even be an option. So no, the lawyers don't have to wait for somebody to actually retain them to pursue the case. I hope that explains it. Everybody take a deep breath before Ian and Allie go in. Before we get to y'all, prepare yourselves. Once we get to the duplex, it's over. It is over. The vitriol that I have right now for what went down in that damn duplex, but we're not there yet. So Andy and Bradley, we discussed. Andy, in yet another scene. This is me as a friend. You know, you could talk to me, right? I don't need it. I don't need y'all continuing to try to make Fatima feel safe in a circumstance in which she is actually creating negative vibes for. She is creating negative energy. She is not holding up her end of the bargain. She is not meeting expectations. And Andy is the one who got out, you know, I got your back, girl, as her friend. The interaction that you have had with this woman in the last 48 hours within this law firm should have told you that you need to pick y'all's friendship up when y'all walk outside that damn door. Because inside this law firm, you cannot be her friend because she's now taking that and using it against you.
Yeah. I said, here we go again on this merry-go-round of let me make sure she's okay. Because what I really got from that scene, even though it wasn't stated from Andy, that maybe she felt bad for the way that she was addressing Fatima throughout the day. So let me take off that hat. Let me put on the friendship hat. So you know you still my girl. And I was just like, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't care to see this. I just think that we are so far removed from that. But I do understand that that's what the writers are going to do that regardless. They're going to make sure that Fatima is soothed. It's like, no, let her sit with that. You have been doing a pure shitty job today. You have been messing up consistently. You have been putting the things that Andy needs done as a priority to the back burner. No, just like any other employee, you don't get the privilege of, well, I'm going to stop dealing with you on the professional level, but now we cool, girl, what's going on with you? What's up? Hell, no. Like, it's the privilege for me. Like, can we just have one moment? Girl, I'm thinking about Boys in the Hood. Can we just have one night where ain't no fight, don't nobody get shot? Can we just have one night? You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. Like, honestly, can we just have one day. Every other character experienced that. They're having a bad day. Maybe they're messing up. No one is coming to soothe them. No one is coming to pacify them. It's okay. You had a bad day at work. You weren't doing your job. Sit in that. You know you can talk to me about anything, right? Girl, she don't want to talk to you, Andy, because she's looking at you sideways. Because maybe she's believing what Hayden told her about you being jealous. You are not the person that she wants to confide in, baby. She wants to confide in Daddy. You have been replaced.
Which is perfectly fine,
Quiet
because
as
if you
kept.
haven't been able to get her to do her
Yes.
damn job all damn day anyway, opening up the lines of communication as a friend ain't gonna help her do her damn job moving forward. So why the hell do you need to know? Because you nosy? Stop being nosy. Every time you come in this closet ass office, there's some shaking. There's always something going on with Fatima. There's always something going on with Zach. There's always something going on in their whole little world, Andy. And everybody know because they had friends like this. Why are we asking? You got bigger fish to fry. You could potentially lose your job over the most important case that you have ever mounted. And now you got a moral dilemma. Who gives a damn what the hell fire Fatima trying to put out for Zach now? Because you know it's one of those. You know it is.
Mm-hmm.
Even if she don't tell you what's going on, you know what the hell Fatima is worried about in this damn office when she not worrying about you doing the job that's going to best support you. So who gives a good goddamn? And to Allie's point, why can't we have a moment where Fatima sits in the uncomfortability? Because I had to watch season after season after season of all these hoes talking big cash shit to Karen and coming for her and making her address her toxicity and her problematic ass decision and all the stupid shit that she did. And she had to sit in what? Being uncomfortable. The girl was in the penthouse crying, for the love of God, Andy, choose me. Like, she literally suffered for episodes on top of episodes on top of episodes, and y'all won't let Fatima bend the corner with the potential of a question of Andy questioning her goddamn work ethic and her friendship. Fatima don't get to sit for an hour and a half in the question, but y'all had Karen sitting for seasons. These hoes don't like her. And these hoes are jealous of her. And these hoes are taking advantage of her, running up her goddamn credit card, alienating her. Like, she has spent literally 4 seasons with Andy specifically, losing her best friend to the bitch that also took her man. And Karen just had to eat the discomfort. But y'all gonna give me scene after scene and episode after episode of reassuring Fatima? And Fatima's ass is still dead wrong? And then y'all also gonna tell me that there ain't no damn privilege happening? Take me off, cut the show, because I'm tired.
Yeah. Seasons after seasons after, it was so many seasons. It was so many seasons. And my thing is this, like, you don't have to like the character. But it's just certain things, y'all, when people just won't just agree to what the writers obviously showed us. As you said, Karen just had to eat it. I am watching my best friend become best friends to the woman who's dating or who is with my ex. And I'm supposed to be cool with it. I walk into a restaurant. I'm supposed to be meeting my friends for lunch, and Fatima is there. I'm so uncomfortable, I leave. And they were saying little slick stuff at that time. I come to the mocktail. I ask Danny, don't invite Fatima. I don't want her there. I walk in, see her there. I don't acknowledge this effort. And she's talking about me and my unborn children, about who fathered them, under her breath to my so-called best friend that's sitting to the left of her. But I have to eat that. I don't want to be jealous, Aaron, but she's connected with all my friends. It's hard for me not to. She just gonna have to eat that. Karen is gonna have to be fine with Andy and Fatima being friends. She's gonna have to be fine with Fatima being friends with with Danny and Sabrina. No. But she didn't have a choice because that's what the writers wrote. She
Not
had
a
no
reassurance
choice but
the
to
third
accept
was
that.
ever in sight. Walking in on the
Honey.
brunch, none of them hoes was bending over backwards to reassure her ass. We missed you at brunch, girl. We was really looking forward to you. Not a damn call, text, nothing. Mocktails, to your damn point. She's fighting for her life by her motherfucking self.
By herself.
But y'all are falling over yourselves to get Fatima reassured while she's also actively not doing her damn job. What the hell?
Yes. Yeah.
I feel y'all never get me off of
Baby,
Fatima's ass. I'm never coming up off her ass.
baby.
Ever. Hated the
I'm gonna be
moment.
like Zach for the rest of the time. Deflection. You're good at that. Baby, that's gonna be my line
That
for
was the
Fatima.
Allie.
Baby, that's gonna
We
be
gonna
my
get
line.
there. We gonna get there. We might need to move it along because this is
I
okay.
ain't yeah, that's just my this is gonna be my line. That's gonna be my thing.
All right. So Andy K shut down. Andy reassures Fatima that I'm your friend, girl. Talk to me.
Mhm.
She still don't talk. Good. Because it's so interesting to me when Andy asked you to hop to it with doing your damn job and getting this case and you forgot this and you forgot that. It was no damn movement. But the moment that Chaz calls, talk about
Mhm.
Zach that did this and Zach that did that, you jumping up, running out, getting on
Mhm.
the damn phone. But Bradley's in Andy's office talking about so why you can't sit there and do what the hell you told. Why the hell can't the damn paralegal? Versus thinking that she's a goddamn attorney and then running out in the middle of that to go run behind her goofy ass boyfriend. We're asking the wrong questions, but I digress. Moving the hell
Mhm.
on. Also within the same conversation, Fatima pushes for Andy to drop it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know how he is. When in the hell
Mhm.
did how he is ever matter to you? You've been big bad Tima all up and through this damn law firm up until this very moment. And how Bradley is or
Mhm.
how so and so is or how this person is mattered not to you. Because how you want it and or how Andy wanted was how it's gonna goddamn go. But now all of a sudden on to Jay. Let this one ride. But y'all
Yeah.
want to say that y'all's girl is not relishing in the fact that this baby's gone. Is not a terrible
And
person.
maybe he'll come around. Girl.
Is not even happy. Ha 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 ha. She seems a little bit happy to me. Are we okay? Let's go. Let's go to Steam Clan, Ellie.
That's what Danny and Sabrina. Oh, or Rich
Child, I'm
and
not even talking about them. I don't give a damn what they talk about at the damn thing.
okay, because I wasn't sure
Because
who
it
we was
comes
talking
in,
about. Because
nobody cares. They wasn't talking about nothing
you
anyway.
find out. Oh well.
Steam Plant
Yep.
is because I thought that Sabrina and Danny were at Steam Plant, but I'm like, if they're there, then why the hell don't they see Zach's? But I don't think. Well, okay, maybe I don't know how Tyler's doing this. Steam Plant is now called Billy Jake's. So Zach and Rich are at Billy
Yes.
Jake's. I don't know where the hell Danny and Sabrina
Yes.
were. I thought that they were at the same place, but I'm like, why don't they see each other? But they don't see each other, so we're assuming that they're not in the
Yeah.
same place. We're talking about Zach and Rich. Rich and Zach.
The fact that I don't give two damns about Rich. I don't even know why he's still here. Okay. Um, I don't know why he's still here. Why him is it? I really felt like this is Beavis and Butthead having a conversation. I was. It was just two people I don't like. Like I don't like neither one of them. So I'm just like, okay, here we go. And you talking about Sabrina and what you did? Don't nobody give a damn.
Ellie, it
He
was
got
the
drunk.
context of the conversation. It's the my man is free and my girl is getting gifts. Let's celebrate. The misogyny that they refuse to check in Zach, but you want me to believe that this is a healthy man who we should aspire to be in partnership with when this is quite literally the thoughts that are running rampant in him. Rich revealed to you that his girl caught him smashing another girl at his place of business. And your response at first is, damn, she's not going to forget that. She's seeing the picture, cool, cool, cool. But look, you're free now. Everybody gets to be free. And it's a good thing when everybody free. But when Fatima need to drop your ass like a bad habit, she can't never let you go. You ain't going nowhere. She need a thug nigga. But you're advocating for others to not be in relationship or not fix their that is wild
Yeah.
to me and speaks volumes. And I don't even understand. I don't even think that they understand how they're adversely working against the propaganda that they're also pushing about Zach being a good man. Because in what world does a good man tell another man that? Whether that man that he's speaking to is a good man or not. Aaron would never.
Mhm.
But you know, that's an
Mhm.
actual good man. So again, I'm
Mhm.
never believing the Zach ass
Tribalism
propaganda.
power.
Then when we jump over to the other side, Allie, Rich is listening to Zach, listening to Zach. Well, you know I lost Sabrina. Where the hell did that come from? The segue wasn't even segueing. You just wanted a second to be able to talk about yourself. You don't give a shit about Zach. You don't give a shit about Chase. You don't give a shit about whatever the hell going on with Fatima. You just want somebody to hear your woe is
Mhm.
me ass story while also not being remorseful about it. Rich, take your bald-headed ass elsewhere. Commiserating with a loser ain't gonna change the fact that your ass is a loser.
It was stuck on the fact that when Rich was telling Zach about what happened and the fact that Sabrina walked in on them, and Zach made that statement as if Aaron didn't walk in on him and Karen having sex in her place of business. I'm like, bro, you can relate to this story, and that's all you got to do. Oh yeah, she ain't gonna forget about that. Yeah, like Aaron not gonna forget about what he walked in on either. I said, this bastard. Like I was just done. I was just done. Like, who cares about Rich? Where is um the dude that Andy used to date? How the hell we get stuck with Rich? Rather have him.
Jordan.
And where the hell is Jordan? He was born too. But damn it, I take him way before I take down Rich. But it's like you said, it wasn't even set up for him to tell that story. You just blurted it out because you can't talk to him. And obviously, you and Tony have not been communicating. So I guess this was your way of getting laying your burdens down. But I'm like, I don't care for this conversation. And then when we have Zach get just plastered, I said, okay, so here we go with this. To me, it was too much time wasted on them. Entirely too much time wasted on them. And you complaining about this dude sending your girl gifts. And my thing was, if you're so upset, why are you here? Why are you getting drunk? If it's bothering you that well, and like I was saying earlier, I feel that the writers use this jealousy thing to really drive the point. Where I didn't believe that it was a jealousy thing that was driving Zach. It was what he heard Fatima say. But we gonna use the jealousy as the huge, cloud
Mm-hmm.
as to why Zach is responding this way, as to why Zach is getting drunk in the middle of the day. But in reality, he's hurt by what he heard, and he
And
hasn't
honestly,
expressed it to her yet.
that to me tracks more, and I didn't even consider it like that. I was kind of like inching alongside because I'm still in the place of like, you lost your baby in this week. So for me, I am
Hmm.
still putting belt to ass for anybody who's coming to him with any expectation of any logical ass decisions personally, which is also why leading up to this, I was frustrated with Fatima because you put your jealous man in a circumstance to act on his damn jealousy moment after moment after moment, while he's also in the most down bad season he has ever been in after losing his baby because you don't give a damn about the baby. That is diabolical.
Yeah.
Like, even when we once we get to the duplex, it's like, oh, it's disgusting you getting drunk in the middle of the day. He just lost his baby 3 days ago, so actually it feels like it tracks. You lucky his ass ain't lying to somebody gutted, because that's where I would be with a bottle.
Mm.
But to your point, I do think that he is using this thing because this feels safer. This feels like his norm. This is what he normally does in reference to
Mm-hmm.
exacting his anger and expressing his feelings. And he has not confronted Fatima in the way that we get to see him confront her by the end of this episode, in this very visceral, real way. But they definitely fumbled it in reference to how they have like laid that out for us to even get to that place once we are there. And I get that there's always going to be like part of growth is like 2 steps forwards, 3 steps back at different seasons of your life, right? Cool. But with Zach, they don't actually show enough progression to balance out the regression, which to me continues to like solidify the idea that Zach is not a good guy. And it's hard to like have that conversation or say that thing specifically now because I do have all of the empathy and the sympathy in the world for him, specifically for being in a season of just losing his baby. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. DNC greatness is another unfortunate thing I have gets us to 9B. Zach is going to admit that he got mad at what he heard Fatima tell Danny because he's guilty for agreeing. That's a whole other thing, and that's something that came up in another conversation, so I'm not necessarily going to have that conversation here. We're sticking to the episode and what they gave. She should have called Preston. Child. Fatima didn't drop him when he impregnated Karen and then went back and crawled into her bed. Please. Don't piss me off more. Yeah. And then Santina says that Sabrina was at the bank when Rich called her. Sabrina was at she was at the bank.
Yeah, she was at the bank. Mm-hmm.
I know that, but it felt like we were getting scenes of like Danny at the restaurant while Zach and Rich were at the restaurant, because Danny was at the restaurant for a while by herself.
She was. Yes.
But again, I don't think that they were at the same restaurant.
Yeah.
She would have been a dangerous stepmother. I don't think that's a conversation that people want to have. I do not think that's a conversation that people want to have. Yeah, Rich is definitely unnecessary, but what they did in the scene with Rich and Zach was a disservice to both characters and don't actually help. Specifically, don't help Zach because he is, for all intents and purposes, the center of the Sistas goddamn universe. Don't know why he shouldn't be, but he is. So while Rich is also like, okay, he can go away, Zach is never going anywhere, and y'all are like laying the groundwork for just him to continue to be trash. Okay, cool. Rich takes him home. We get Fatima busting on him at home drunk because she cannot believe that he would just take this meeting with Chaz to fight him. She cannot believe that he would tell her doctors X, Y, and Z. I cannot believe you. You cannot believe that he would do jealous, but you know that your man is jealous. You cannot believe that your man would do controlling things, but you know your man is controlling. You cannot believe your man would act in a simple-minded ass way, but you know your man is a simpleton. It's giving you're the stupid one in this regard, ma'am. Because in addition to you expecting a duck to not know how to paddle on water, or a leopard to drop his damn spots, you also put him in a circumstance to do so while he's grieving his baby passing. In a circumstance when people really would act out of character, who would get beside themselves, or would lean more into who the hell they are and how the hell they feel with a little bit more reckless abandon, you offer him up great opportunities to be jealous, to be controller, to be simple-minded, and then get surprised that he is this way. Again, you are the stupid one in this equation.
Well, if the shoe fit.
Which one you want to start with, Allie? The doctors or the Chase thing?
We can start with the doctor. We can start with the doctor.
If you know,
and you're referring to her. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I was making sure I'm on the same page.
If you know,
like we talking about the same thing.
For a fact that it's your body, your choice. If you know for a fact that you gonna push this big-headed ass baby out in somebody's hospital, then what is the need to storm home, throwing purses, stomping on the floor, running up on a drunk ass Zach, saying, how could you? You did what needed to be done. Moving forward, I'm the only person who will be making decisions. Don't change anything on my file. If he calls you, just go ahead and disregard it. because again, the man just lost his damn baby. And I'm not saying that this is the end all be all and he gets to be excused from every damn thing, but are you in this relationship or are you not? Are you taking into consideration this trauma or are you not? Because last time I checked, you got visited by an ex that forced you to have an abortion years later and you crying at a damn coffee shop. So I would think that you would understand people needed time and space to process some and if you was here to actually support him, if you was here to be a great partner, then you would not try to set him up for failure. You didn't already did what had to be done. So why are you coming in and screaming on him? You've now removed the ability for him to do the things that he did. That's that problem solved. But we're gonna go home and lay into him behind this. And you didn't already made a decision. So then what's the argument? At this point you arguing just to damn argue. That's my take on the whole doctor situation.
I hate the fact that that's too strong of a word. It's the fact that I don't like Zach. However, I truly see the humanity in him in these moments because this is a man who is hurting because he lost his baby, a baby that he wanted, a baby that he desired. And I understand him being a little zealous or just trying to be so efficient when it comes to the survival of the baby that Fatima is carrying. I can understand if she feels that he's overstepping. However, when it comes to that, his heart is in the right place because I don't want to experience what I just experienced with you. I don't want to lose another baby. And the fact that you're telling Zach, yes, it's both of our babies, but I'm the one who's carrying it, my body, my choice. I get that. But if this is the man who you have chosen to bring forth life with, y'all still haven't had a proper conversation. Zach, what are your concerns? These are my concerns. This is the reason why I do want to have my baby, in the hospital. You have not afforded Zach that opportunity. It was more so, this is what's going to happen. Get on board. Period. Which is why, I always coin Fatima as Zach mom, because that's what a mother does. I'm not asking you if you like it. You gonna do what I say because I'm your mama. And that's the energy that she's pretty much giving him. So it's like you don't have a say so. You have cut off anything that he's able to do when it comes to your doctor because everything is gonna be filtered through you. But I just feel like Zach has already had to deal with a pregnancy with a woman who he's not in a relationship with, so it does create some distance. But now you're carrying his baby, he's with you, and you're still putting him at arm's length, even after the traumatic experience that he's had. So,
and I hate when you hoes put me in a position to defend a damn man. That chaps my ass.
Zach of all men, and Zach of all people that I have to defend. And I just, Fatima, this episode here, if it was ever an episode that I had to say I really don't like Fatima, it would be this one. Mm-hmm. Simply because of the positions that she put Zach in that I know some people are going to glaze over. I know some people are not going to give it the weight that it deserved, but on our Sistas Keeper, we are. She really put Zach in a hellish position and then tried to weasel herself out of the responsibility that she definitely is carrying, but we'll get to that. But those are my thoughts on the whole doctor situation.
I love the addition that Carrie just added because Carrie says, Erica, why force Karen to take that dangerous test to prove that the baby is Zach's if it's your body, your choice? She knew that test was dangerous, but then she forced Zach to force Karen to take it anyway. So it's your body, your choice, but when it was Karen's, you needed information. You needed to know.
And you didn't give a damn. Yes. Again, and my thing is, can we be completely honest? Fatima had an issue with that pregnancy from the very beginning, even though she claimed, baby, this is life. This is what happens. We're good. I said, baby, no, I don't care how strong you think you are. The man that you love just told you that his ex that he still loves is pregnant with his baby, and you talking about that's just life. Girl, bye. Fatima never wanted Karen to have that baby. She never, like, the things that Fatima said throughout when it comes to Karen, when she told Karen a lot of things can happen between now and then. What the hell does that mean, ho? A lot. What you mean? What that mean? When Zach was trying to get things ready, he was trying to get a trust prepared, when he was trying to do all the things that a good father would do, Fatima, every step of the way, was giving him pushback. Well, Zach, we need to know. Zach, we need to find out. You're making, oh, we got to find out that's your baby. Well, there's a test that she could take. Oh, excuse me. Don't ever tell me what I need to do with the baby that I'm carrying with my body. But now, because it's you, you have a different perspective, Fatima. Nobody's asking you to get a paternity test done. But when it comes to the choices that you want to make for yourself, you didn't want to give Karen that same autonomy to have over her body.
Yep.
But you want it for you.
Mm-hmm. 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 So that's strike one. Because this doctor thing shouldn't even be a conversation. Yes, Zach is being a little bit overzealous. Yes, Zach is being pushy, but he's scared. And he's rightfully so scared because he just lost a goddamn baby. And he already has one on the way by way of you. And he doesn't want this pain to be felt again by not only him, but also you. I'm going to at least give him that.
Yes.
He don't want you to go through what Karen's going through. He just came from speaking to Karen and he could see the doom and gloom in her eyes. He could see the guilt and the shame in her damn eyes when it's not even her damn fault. And yes, y'all don't communicate, period. So like her in this episode saying, we don't even communicate like this. Yes, the hell y'all do. Because y'all communication has been terrible. It's been in the goddamn gutter from the very damn beginning. So let's not even lie about that. But just because his continued communication is terrible, it doesn't negate the damn intention. And in the moments where people are experiencing the most devastation within trauma, the moments when people are deeply grieving are the times that you cultivate some modicum of goddamn grace. Because it's not going to come out the way that you want to hear it. It might not come out in the time that you want to damn hear it. But you take the information that the person is giving you because they're doing the best they goddamn can, holding on within the season of their damn grief. But no, you two focus on your damn relationship, you two, or in the way that you want your relationship to be, the baby that you have, and completely moving his ass on because you ain't never want this thing to be a damn thing anyway. And now you get the idea of having his first daughter to yourself again. So now we're going to usher him out of this season, which he cannot just brush through because you want to drag his ass by his ears as if it never even happened. It happened. This is something that he's probably going to struggle with for the rest of his natural goddamn life. And you running around here all prim and proper, then got a new leash on life, relieved that this damn baby is dead, acting a goddamn fool at every chance that you goddamn get, and then expecting this man to move with a certain level of I don't give a fuck that he can't find. Zach is the most I give a nigga ever. That's where his jealousy is rooted in. That's where his control is rooted in. Zach gives about damn near everything. And now all of a sudden he's not supposed to give up. Again, this makes you the stupid one, Fatima. Strike one. Strike two. Chaz. There has been so many people in my comment section getting on my goddamn nerves, to be quite honest. Okay? Y'all been in the comment section. Well, what? She could take a gift. It's just a gift. Oh my God, it's just some flowers. Oh my God. Again, for the hoes in the back. If Fatima wouldn't let no hoes send Zach no flowers, she don't get to take no flowers from no hoes herself. If Fatima won't let somebody send Zach a laptop bag, she don't take no damn $6,000 purse from no random ass baller nigga. And then you damn sure don't do it in the season when the man just lost his baby. Like, what is we not understanding about this? It's one thing to make these toxic ass, problematic ass choices, but it's a whole other to make these choices when the person that you're supposed to be in love with and in partnership with and care so deeply about is in having a fight of their damn life with grief and trauma. That's some diabolical shit. You stop being problematic and you become diabolical because you know what the hell is happening and you still making certain decisions regardless of the goddamn fact. So that's already one thing. But you gonna say, how could you set up an appointment to go and beat this nigga's ass when you already know who the hell Zach is? How the hell could you sit him across from that man? 3 days after he lost his goddamn baby, he ain't even been back to his damn job to play the goddamn solitaire that he be playing when he acting like he working. But you gonna sit his ass across from a multi-millionaire talking about some real estate deal. Zach has not even been able to talk to you about his actual feelings of what he's going on. Damn sure ain't been able to talk to you about no business, no deals, and on no damn ambitions. And you sit him across from a multi-millionaire and say, go ahead and make the deal, babe. And now you surprised that all he got is Fight Club in that bitch. Fatima, please.
It was, oh, it was so much. It was so much. The way that she came in storming with Zach about the whole Chaz situation, as if like I would not cheat on you. You think I would do that? I say, girl, don't gaslight him. Like, let's not do the gaslighting tonight. You have been accepting gifts. You have not said anything. Then you gonna tell him basically, well, it's not like I've been keeping them. I've been giving them away. That makes it better. Didn't Zach say I didn't take you as a effing dumb broad?
Yep.
Cackled. I'm sorry. I cackled on that one
I said I
because
can't
I'm
wait for it to
like
come on
that.
the
But I'm
BET
like,
Plus because I want to hear exactly what they said. They bleeped it out.
I want to hear it too. I want to hear it too. Because I'm like, baby, that's exactly the energy that you're giving. Because you would be, because my thing is, she would be telling Zach the same thing. Like, Zach, I'm not dumb. Zach, I'm not stupid. Zach, don't play with me. And that's the energy that Zach was giving her. This, and I think my thing is, as he said, you're accepting gifts from a man. I can't stand the word smash. But he was like, you're accepting gifts from a man who you know want to smash. Well, Zach, I'm not gonna do anything. And I said this, and I had people in my comment section as well, sis. I said, I said, first of all, when Fatima answered that phone previous episode, the way she was communicating with Chaz, that wasn't their first time on the phone. It was very evident that there had been some groundwork laid down because this man is
100%.
extremely comfortable with you. You're
100%.
not gonna. Now, don't get me wrong. We may not always know when a man is attempting to woo us, but baby, you have this man sending you gifts, flowers, and you know damn well you're not that interesting, number one. Number two, all you did was look over a contract. You can't sign off on nothing. You can't do nothing. What has Fatima done with them contracts that's making this man just so, oh my God, head over heels for her? What type of energy you been giving, sis? Because y'all not about to play in my face with that. It's just been on the up and up. I'm not saying that Fatima would physically do anything with him, but I said this: Fatima is a woman who is big. This is real woman shit talk right now. She's a woman in a relationship who feels neglected. She's a woman who's not getting sex. She's a woman who's not feeling loved. She's a woman who is, I guess, void of communication and affection. She's getting attention from another man, whether it's on a small scale or whatever. She is enjoying it. I cannot be convinced otherwise. At the end of the day, you still a woman. You're a woman and you feel like there is a void in your life. You are missing something. You're not getting what you feel you desire, and someone else is giving that to you, even if it's subtle. Fatima is enjoying this, and fans, the diehard fans, it's okay to admit that. It's the truth.
Yep.
It's just the God honest truth. It's okay to do that, but when now that you're caught and your man bring it to your attention, you're gonna one try to shift the focus. Was that I no, you're oh now you a drunk. Now you don't want to talk about anything. Why? Because he don't pulled your card, but you don't
Hello.
mind pulling his.
Hello.
You don't mind pulling his.
DNC Greatness says, I would
So
have
no.
honestly rather Fatima just straight up tell Zach she felt that he has no right to be upset about her getting gifts with all of the time that he has been inappropriate with other women.
Okay.
But she ain't gonna do that. You know why? Because she's a master in the art of deflection. She's not. She
Yes.
plays big bad Tima all day with the bat and the duffel bag and the this and the that. Meanwhile, her ass is avoiding and she deflects every chance that she gets. There's rarely a time that she truly confronts things that matter directly. If it don't matter, cool. She gonna go to the duffel bag. Gary don't matter. This don't matter. Cool, cool, cool. Beat these hoes up in the parking lot. Cool, cool, cool. But if it's something that actually calls into question her behavior, her decision, her mindset, and there's some responsibility to be had on her end, oh, we gonna deflect all day. Cause why the hell would we actually own up to anything? Ain't like we in a romantic relationship vowing to spend the rest of our lives making each other's lives better. Ain't like we doing that. 100% DNC Greatness. 100%.
Yeah.
And I'm doubling, tripling down on what the
Yeah.
hell Allie just said. you're a woman with desires. There's something to be said there, but you want to gaslight this man as if there's nothing that you get or benefit from. Even if you handed all the gifts off, the act of actually accepting and receiving them gives you like, oh, I still got it. Give us that.
There we go.
Give us that. That would fully flesh her out as a damn woman. To Allie's point, because that's what happens. Of course, she don't want to ride on Chaz's magic stick. Never asked for that. But she's a woman who's now finding relief in the fact that her fiance's baby just died, and he ain't talking to her. She ain't experiencing certain things, and she still has her own desires. To Allie's point, why we acting like she don't, and then why she talking like she don't.
Right.
But then you want to be on his ass, calling him everything of despicable ass, degenerate son of God, as he's grieving. And you put us, the writers put us in a position where I can't empathize with Fatima. I want to, but because she's not fully actualized as a woman, I actually can't. Because if I could, then I would speak to, there's a level within the grief process of like, yes, the person who actually experiences the thing, but then also there's grieving happening on Fatima's side of like what the hell her life looks like moving forward. Fatima's had to grieve quite a bit of seasons within her relationship with Zach along the way. But y'all got her big bad Tima so damn bad. Favorite fucking action moves is to gaslight and deflect that I can't even ride for her and be like, you know what, sis, I get it. Because you again, she pretends. And I guess this is the trash mask off season for Fatima, because that mask has slipped, baby. It has slipped so hard. And you can see who she really is behind it.
Yes.
I think that Zach 100% acted out. I think that he acted like a goddamn buffoon, but he always does. And you seem to love it, actually. You've been rewarding him for it this entire time. I've been screaming about Zach being enabled by your ass since season 3 of Sistas. I gave you all of season 2 to figure it out when your ass was being thirsty. Busting a coochie open on the couch. Season 3 is when I finally started putting belt to ass. Was like, girl, you're enabling this damn man. So for the last 6 seasons, you've been enabling this damn man, and then now all of a sudden it's supposed to change after his baby dies?
Okay.
Fatima, please. Okay. But Zach, being disrespectful, being dismissive, doing too damn much, which is what he's always done, and you know this, does not take away your responsibility in putting him in that circumstance. Because again, why in the hell would you set up a business meeting with a man who's not even truly a businessman, and you know that shit? I know you know it. But also while he's still grieving his baby dying.
Yes.
Who does that?
Yes. Yeah.
Who has any expectations for anybody who just lost somebody? Or something that means a lot to them. Sociopaths, that's who. Narcissists, that's who.
And that's a fact. I, as you were speaking, I literally thought about the scene where Fatima was holding him in the hospital after it was confirmed that it was his baby. And the way that that whole time DeVal was just, I mean, his acting was just on another level. Mm-hmm. But you're holding your man as he cries and he's asking, why did God do me like this? Why did he do me like this? We're literally talking about days later. This man cried his soul out as you were consoling him. And you set up a business meeting with a man who you know that's attracted to you. You set him up on a business meeting with a man who you know, if given the opportunity, would break your back in twice. That's who you set this man up with. That right there. When it comes to relationships, I don't care if it's men, women, whatever your sexual orientation is. I don't play with stuff like that because people will take you out when it comes to their feelings. I don't play with people's feelings. I done been around too much stuff to show me, Alicia, they ain't the route you want to go. I had my neighbors when I was when I lived in Tallahassee, and girl, it was a gay couple. These two guys cool as hell. Like we were cool as hell. Girl, I don't know what happened. I went out of town. I came back. I see one of them on the news. He stabbed his boyfriend to death. I'm talking about we live across the
Child.
way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, that jealousy mess, trying to make somebody jealous, put like the way, let's just say the writers could have gone in many different ways. That could have gotten in a fight with Chaz. That could have intentionally broken this man's hands because he knows he's a basketball player and he needs him. So many ways they could have gone, but you intentionally put Zach in that predicament. That is something I could never respect about anybody. When you
Yeah.
put your significant other in a situation that could possibly cause them harm, I cannot ever respect anything like that. And then you act as if you ain't do nothing.
Yep.
Because I would never cheat on you, Zach. So that gives you, like, I don't even understand Fatima's thinking in this moment. Like, because I'm like, what the, then you made a statement about this when she said we don't even communicate like this. I said, since when, baby? Since when? Y'all are not, girl. I be using your line all the time. I was having a conversation the other day. I said my homegirl always say you not gonna piss on my leg and tell me that it's raining. Y'all, the writers, that's what you're
That's what
not
you're
about to do,
doing, and you're not going to be able to get
and
away
that's what
with
y'all.
it.
Oh, okay,
Because no.
no,
Because
no.
absolutely not. So what is that? Strike two, ho. Strike two. The damn doctors is the strike one. You setting his ass up with Chaz knowing goddamn well what was coming is strike two. Strike three and your ass is out is that you now take these two circumstances to invalidate his very real ass feelings after overhearing you say that you were relieved that he lost his damn baby to what is supposed to be his closest friend that you know through him and or through Andy, not a direct correlation to you. That's strike three for your asshole. Because when he calls you on it, you have 2.5 seconds of, well, I didn't mean it like that, Zach. Well, and then you immediately switch back into defense mode and deflection because your feelings tied to Chaz, the situation that you created specifically to create some damn chaos, because I haven't forgotten that your ass loves to control a little chaos, ho. And then the damn doctors and how you feel about that, even though you know that Zach don't have the power to do a goddamn thing when it comes to your damn doctors because y'all asses ain't even married yet. Those two situations and your feelings about them trump you being happy that his baby is dead in your mind.
Yes.
Fatima, go to hell.
Yes. Erica, I just want to say, sis, Zach validated us tonight.
Yes, he did.
So to everybody who was coming at us crazy,
yes,
Zach said, you said that you were happy that it was my baby who died and not Aaron's. And Fatima did not correct him. Fatima did not say, Zach, I didn't say I was happy. She said, didn't I tell you that I felt like for even thinking it? So
it's a two for Allie. It's a two for, first of all, because one, she didn't damn deny it, but then two, he heard that same word and immediately translated it to happy as well. But we the big bad witches and the evil witches of the West, because Fatima never said that. She didn't say that she was happy. Y'all just making it up. Oh my God, you hoes just hating. You wish that she was Fatima. You wish. We got validated two times. Two times for one time. Absolutely. Sorry, continue, Allie. I'm sorry.
No, I felt so good because I said the fact that he used the word happy, that's what made me happy. Because I'm like, because it was the happy that people was having an issue with. I said, the fact that this heifer just said that evil, cruel, despicable shit, and y'all mad because we said happy. Which is a synonym
for our lives, literally. Had to go in the damn dictionary. Because we fighting for our lives. Yeah. Y'all trying to nail us to the cross. And Zach said, that's what I heard. You ain't even, I didn't say it like I heard you. This isn't something that Danny told me. This isn't a telegram. I heard you say this.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I felt so good. And I said, she better not deny it. She didn't. She did. I told you, I feel like for even thinking it. And Zach said, like that even matters. I said, come on, Zach. Because it don't matter. It don't matter that you feel bad because you thought that. You let them words come out your mouth to Danny of all people. I said, oh yeah, but she quickly tried to slid the whole way out of that conversation. They gonna call him a drunk as if the
Right.
conversation is oh sis,
He
let's stay
a
on you.
drunk. She ain't arguing no drunk. He disgusting.
She
He
ain't arguing
this,
with no
he
drunk.
that. So then what the hell are you? What Erica said weeks ago, a
Okay.
horrible individual. When Zach said, oh, so we calling names now? I said, eat her ass up. Because you know you are quick to call her a bitch on any given day. And he ain't even called you out your name yet. So the fact that he pointed, I said, absolutely, Zach, eat her ass up in this argument. Because what are we talking about?
Yes.
And then again, I'm sitting over here,
Lord.
Zach, get her. And I'm still mad at Fatima because you got me siding with a nigga. Disgusting.
It's the Zach for me. It's the Zach for me. That's why I always say when people are like, "Oh, you don't like Zach," I never denied that. I never denied that to you. I never denied the fact that I don't like Zach. But what I always do, and that's why I love our conversation because people just love to say what we don't do and who, regardless of how much I dislike Zach, when I'm for him, I'm for him. When I know this is what's going on with this man, and I think the fact that some fans have been so calloused with the fact that this man lost a baby, they want him to quickly get over it. Fatima is being neglected. Well, guess what? When you sign up to be with someone, we don't know what life is going to bring our way. We don't know the ebbs and flows. All we know is that life is going to life. And when rubber hits the road and you need to be there for that person beyond sex, beyond looks, beyond how they make you feel, when you got to really get in them trenches and hold them while they cry and pray for them when they don't have the words, when you really in that, it really shows. And to me, Fatima ain't that one. I don't care how much she talk. Your actions have shown me when rubber hit the road and you're uncomfortable, you're not that one because you want Zach to fit into this image of what you want him to be, minus or trying to negate the fact that he is suffering, he's hurt, he's going through. Zach don't know whether he coming or whether he going. I lost my child, and I hear my fiance, my pregnant fiance, say that she is happy it was my child that died, all because you didn't want Karen in your life. That was the icing on the cake. Like, let's be very clear. That's why you're happy because you didn't want to deal with Karen. I've been there. I was there from the very beginning. You know what? There's a quote by Dr. Martin Luther King that talks about how there is evil in the best of us, and there's a little good in the most evil of us. We all are capable of doing a good damn deed. That don't make you a good person just because you did something nice. I said, so Fatima, I understand. And like you said, I understand there are grievances or there's grief for her as well. However, I do not like the fact that this man, and it's almost like sometimes with black men too, they can experience pain, but it's like it gets overlooked, it gets overshadowed because you're supposed to be the strength, you're supposed to be the backbone in this relationship, you're supposed to be the lead. You don't have an opportunity to show a moment of weakness or when you just don't got it in you. And we all face those moments, at times. But it's just the fact that I don't appreciate and it's hard because Fatima is pregnant, she's going through her own thing, but I just don't appreciate the lackluster um support that Zach has not been receiving. Yeah. Even if it's just to leave him alone. Yeah. Even if it's just, well, baby, I don't know what to say, just know I'm here for you. He hasn't gotten that. It's I want you to be who I want you to be. You're not acting like I want you to act, and I need you to be that now. Yeah. Unfortunately, it happened while you were pregnant. Unfortunately. But this is where he is. And it's not a snap your fingers and he's going to become what you want him to become. But like I said, and I will always say, audience, fans, majority, this is what y'all wanted.
This is what y'all wanted. I'm going to also tack on a 0.5 to them goddamn 3 strikes because the hoe is already out, but she kept adding on. She kept adding on. To your point, Allie, you reminded me that she said, I was there every step of the way with this pregnancy. I was there. I did this, I did that. At what point within interpersonal relationships is it okay to decide that you're going to spend the first year giving this person empathy, grace, and overextending yourself? And then the next 10 years, the next 20 years, the rest of your life, you're going to be paying their ass dust and centering your damn self. But they supposed to operate off of the person that they met you as versus the person that they actually experiencing you as. And then I raised that question to, in what world do you ever believe that a person can experience you and feel like they have been in my corner, they got my back, we've been fighting, we've been doing this, we've been doing that, but then the moment they are hit with the hardest thing that life has given them, and for Zach in this moment, it is him losing a child, you completely become a person that he has never even experienced, but he's supposed to be leaning on the fact that you did this before. And that's supposed to carry him through even though you're paying his ass dust now. When he really needs the grace, when he really needs the empathy, when he really needs the patience, when he really needs the additional strength, when he really needs the damn support, the shit is not there. But because you had paid it already 4 months ago, go back in the past and get that and use that for now. That's not how this works, ho. It is never how it works. And the fact that you fix your stupid ass face to say that is wild to me. Completely wild. Because on the top of the fact of you still have to work in every single relationship you have, romantic, familial, platonic, whatever, to consistently maintain that relationship. It's not a one and done thing based off of a couple moments at a particular point in time. But then it also negates the possibility of you doing transactional ass shit within your relationships. Because that part feels very manipulative. Did you co-sign this damn pregnancy after you no longer could deny it because she got the test that your ass forced her to have, the dangerous ass test, by way of pushing Zach to actually have her have it? You can't actually deny it biologically. So did you walk into this accepting of this damn baby simply because you actually had no damn choice and you wanted to be perceived as one way even though you had other feelings internally? So you were acting as if you were well-adjusted. You were acting as if you were mature. You were acting as if you could get over this and you could blend this family and you the perfect goddamn girlfriend. All the while, you are really everything but. And if Zach decides to call you on it in this moment, he has every right to damn do so because, again, your mask has slipped, ho, and you don't get to continue to pretend to be somebody that you are not in the moment that we're in.
Yes, all of that. This is one for the books. I don't think y'all ever heard us defend Zach so much in one setting.
Ever.
And I mean, not ever.
I would say as if people don't do specifically to manipulate you down the line. There are plenty of people who are in relationship now who do a thing so that they can tell you that they did a thing and get you to do something that they want you to do and they knew that it was coming. That's how narcissists work. Fatima disgusts me. She talking about a drunk ass Zach in the middle of the day on the heels of his baby dying is disgusting. She disgusts me.
I say, girl. Yeah, It just amazes me how she don't even take it. It's the fact that she doesn't even consider that. Yeah. Like she doesn't even consider the fact that he lost his baby as a indicator as to why he's responding a certain way. When I think about the conversation she had with Danny, well, when you saw him, was he acting, different? Was he okay? What the hell you mean? Like this whole time, I'm looking at Fatima like, what type of questions are you asking? Did he seem fine? Did he seem okay? And the fact that Danny was like, yeah, he seemed okay. He's not okay. He was never okay. He's still not okay. And the fact that y'all are so oblivious to this, it floors me. It's I don't even have a word for it. I really don't.
Yeah. Dom Clip Entertainment says she doing the same thing with Andy. Fake it till she make it. Fatima been faking this whole time. Her fraudulent ass.
And I will say this. if you could be, I'm the type of person, if I do something and my homegirls know that's not the type of individual I want to be, or it may be outside of my character, and they call me out like, Alicia, what's going on? Like, you don't create sloppy work like this, or you don't respond this way. What's going on? I would expect them to hold me accountable to the type of individual they know me to be.
Mm-hmm.
Fatima, the way that she functions and flows, it's almost as if I'm cool with you, I'm good, but don't call me out on my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because the moment you do, I'm going to start acting differently. And that's what we see immediately with Andy. You have been given a piss poor performance at work. Your boss is calling you out on it, and somehow you get the attitude.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, somehow
100%.
you're upset, but it just goes to show that's how it is. Same way with Zach. You can say whatever you want to him. He bet not call you out on nothing.
But then
Bet not.
that's the control that she wills within a relationship, and this is the whole, like, Fatima doesn't want a healthy love. She doesn't want to be in true partnership. She has found the man that she has been looking for, the one that she can control, the one that she can manipulate, the one that's not going to call up any extra things for her in reference to evolving past anything. And she has a man who she's constantly enabling, so she can always pull his coattails about something. She loves having an upper hand on him. She loves moving through a space and feeling like she's morally and integrally superior to her. I mean, superior to him. That's the perfect place where she wants them to be, and she doesn't want them to move out of it. Which is why we're not seeing her push Zach to actually be a better man, and yet and still you want him to get over his toxic ass tendencies when it best suits you, or when you're over his feelings around certain things, or when your idea of the narrative needs to shift because, oh, I got a business opportunity for you, so I need you to actually be a businessman now, even though your ass ain't been a businessman since this money fell into your account. The
Yes.
need to control the chaos is disgusting because it's telling me you're not even in love. You are suffering a mental health crisis and you're calling it a relationship.
Hmm. That's a good one. Yeah. That is a good one. And to everyone who's gonna have something to say about Fatima doesn't have a superiority complex with Zach, yes she does.
Yes, she
And all
does.
you got to do is go back. She says it in many episodes. She can do what she do because she don't have a record. That's something she done threw up in his face so many times. I can go and bust somebody's head open. I could go and vandalize Hayden's car. I could go mess up his house, break up his TV. I can fight Tamara. I could do all of these things. Go mess up Deja's apartment on her little party birthday because I don't have a record. So Zach, I can do these things. You can. As if that makes you any better. You're still vandalizing, you're still breaking and entering, you're still committing crimes, but the fact that you don't have a record, you feel that you have the ability to be a criminal simply because you don't have a record. If that ain't a superiority attitude, I don't know what is. So I just want to give y'all some context because I know the comments are coming. So
Period.
you're welcome.
Period. And I think that's pretty much everything that went down. Spark notes: Fatima
Mm-hmm.
ain't no good in them. Take that clip for y'all's ass.
That's
She's
that's funny though.
disgusting. Yeah. And we gotta find Karen. Leave it to this fucking motley crew. Ain't nobody finding Karen. Y'all don't even know this hoe.
Ain't
You ain't
nobody gonna
even
find
been with
Karen.
her. She did this damn pregnancy damn near by her goddamn self. Y'all don't even know who this woman is at this moment.
Baby. And it was something that you said earlier. It hasn't even been a setup. Like for somebody to say, well, when Karen went out, when we were talking at the table, she did mention about this park that had these, like, there was nothing that was mentioned that could give anybody a clue as to where the hell Karen could be. She didn't take keys, she didn't take a phone, there's no way to track her, and now it's nighttime. Where the hell did this woman go? Where did she go? writers, y'all better find her quick. And I mean like the episode that when we come back, she better be found. Because I
Immediately.
don't have time for Where's
Immediately.
Karen to episode 22. I
Immediately.
don't have it in me.
I do got a question. Did Gary appear before the teaser?
What messed us up was they showed the extended trailer while the episode was playing. They show because normally the
Oh, I
extended
tune
trailer
out on
comes
the
on. Yeah,
commercials. Oh.
yeah, they showed the
I was
extended
like,
trailer
they
while the show was
previewing Gary,
airing.
but I'm like, but he wasn't in the episode. What the hell is going on?
Right. Mm-hmm.
But before we go to Gary, I thought we were
That's
just
what it
going to address
was.
this, but somebody brought it up, and I know Allie mentioned it to me before we got on here because apparently Crystal said something or something about Zach feels the same way.
Mm-hmm.
We can unpack that actually. And
Mm-hmm.
again, I hate being put in a position to defend a man. Makes my ass itch, to be quite honest. Um, I'm not surprised that there's a level of relief for Zach, but that is a very different thing than what the hell Fatima did. In the process of grief and like processing your grief and making peace with the loss and all of those things, there's a myriad of things that come up, a myriad of thoughts, a myriad of emotions. There's so much stuff circulating. I would be lying to you if I said that I don't believe that Zach never had the thought about, oh, well, at least it's not complicated. And at least I'm not tied to Karen in this way. But the tea about that, and this is also speaking to what we have said from the moment that this stuff fell out of Fatima's mouth, it's the way that it comes about. Fatima led with it. Karen, the same night that Karen came home from the hospital, she's on the phone with Danny saying that she is relieved. Zach is now crashing out, beating up, wanting to beat up basketball players, getting drunk with Rich, having heart to hearts with Karen, little come to Jesus with Aaron. Danny done been here. He done met some magical Negro at the damn gym that's also sold into him. He has had so much time to really go through and process the emotions, and none of those first initial emotions, the first 12 things, the first 12 thoughts, the first 12 feelings, none of them was being relieved. So if people are going to try to take this and run with it, it's like, well, Zach is relieved too. I'm calling bullshit on it because Fatima led her whole part of this grief journey in being relieved and trying to push Zach to talk, but not really wanting to hear it and trying to push Zach out of it because now suddenly they see this is how life is supposed to be. And she putting on her baddest ass dress and going into the damn law firm, being a lawyer without no damn law degree. Everything is peaches and cream. So all the context that we have is that Fatima is relieved that this baby is not breathing and that she got a new leash on life and Zach need to get his ass with the program. That is not the same as Zach cycling through every possible thought that he could possibly have tied to this baby, with the preeminent thought of he could not eat, he could not sleep, he could not do a damn thing in the days after losing his child.
Yeah, my response was, it's not anything the writers can do to make me, because I don't trust the writers. So in this context, what I'm about to say, because I have two versions of it. I'm like, the writers can't do anything to make me believe that Zach is relieved his baby died if they go the way that the writers tend to go into. I also feel when I think about getting to a place of being relieved, getting to a place of of being thankful and grateful that you have come to a resolve with your emotions concerning the loss, that you are able to move forward, that you are able to reconcile what happened and the severity and the heaviness of that, and you're able to move forward. I could sense the relief in that, where you couldn't function at one point, but now you can. Now you, when you smile, it's actually genuine and you're not putting on, a front. So if they go that way, I could definitely lean into that. But because I don't trust these writers, I don't know. So I'm waiting to see how they how they swing this.
Mm-hmm.
And then his relief, I believe, would be very different from the way that Fatima's was. And as you stated, the fact that we literally saw this woman the next morning snapping her fingers, doing her steps, she could do it all by herself type of energy. You fixing breakfast, you got extra pep in your step.
Which is different.
Completely
Zach has been
different things.
suffering.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So no, him deciding to say that too later on down the line is not going to absolve y'all's girl from having a horrible ass take and being a horrible ass person in that moment. It ain't. Nice try.
Yeah.
I could think of so many things in reference to the backstory of like his relief, right? Because he is moving forward. So it's one thing to be decoupling from Karen, but then he also had a very intimate, real moment early on with Aaron, and Aaron doesn't have any kids, and Aaron has wanted kids, and Aaron, he knows the story that he continued to throw in Aaron's face for countless times. So could he also be relieved that if one of them had to go, Aaron still got to have that? A myriad of things. Fatima's is a very specific relief, which makes it different.
Oh, it makes a hell of a difference.
But yeah, before we get out of here, y'all want to talk about Gary? I don't know what I can say about Gary. Am I happy he back? No. He dropping crocodile tears? Okay. Cheeto look good because Cheeto always gonna look good. They didn't give us nothing. He wasn't in the episode, so I personally don't have a ton to say.
Well, I'm happy. As you said, Cheeto gonna always look good, but he did exactly some igga. This woman is trying to move on with her life, and here you go, popping up, looking good in your suit,
looking all moisturized.
Peace. Girl, what?
He looks so moisturized.
Baby, you look so good. Baby, that chocolate, that is a gorgeous man. But I want to know, what Gary are we getting? Because the last time we saw Gary, he was crying under that desk. So I don't know where he is mentally. Like, does he have all his faculties now? Does he remember who the hell that he is? Also, the danger about Gary is that he can play into this role so easily where, the last time they saw me, I was having some memory issues. I can lean into that. Not, so I don't know what Gary we're getting, but I know it's going to be fascinating. Like, I am here for it because Gary does bring a certain oomph to the show that I like. But I'm just interested to see, where he is currently in his state of mind. Because he been gone for a little minute.
That's real. So yeah, there y'all go on the Gary report. Allie got that all day. I don't have a ton to add. I'm just waiting because I knew that he was coming back. A changed man. I think that could be cool. I want to see something different. That's the one thing I will say about Gary. I want to see something different. Yeah. I need to see something different. Y'all done beat this evil man to a bloody pulp when it comes to like him doing the most that he could possibly do in reference to being a menace. What does it look like when Gary's no longer a menace? I think that's the only thing that would add something.
I am in total agreement. He's done all that he could do. He's done all that he could do. I'm interested to see this other side to Gary Borders.
Not ain't no one talking about. So he's so very sexy, a sexy, dangerous demon.
He is. It don't make no sense.
That's how they get
you. It don't make no sense.
That's how they get you. All right, y'all. Hope that you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. Is there anything that we missed before we get out of here? We will be on hiatus, so while there's no new Sistas episodes premiering, there won't be no new Our Sistas Keeper. We'll be back when they asses is back. But did we miss anything? Hopefully y'all
we didn't touch on this.
Oh, okay, what?
We didn't touch on this because it's definitely an untouchable moment. But Danny did not flat out. She did kind of say jokingly that her cousin wasn't a doctor, but she didn't go like into grave detail about the fact that this man just got out of prison and all this stuff like that to Sabrina. So I am interested when Sabrina finds out the complete truth about this man. is she still going to engage sexually with him,
Yes.
or is she going to like fall back? I was
Yes.
going to say, I think Sabrina is stigmatized, and I think she's going to stay around.
100%. Maurice already clocked that just because he's like, you supposed to be calling him up for sex, and you already trying to make additional plans at fancy ass restaurants to get to know him better, girl. I can see it in your damn
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
It's not gonna matter. She gonna have egg on her face for a hot second. She gonna wipe it off and say, "Okay, let's go." Sabrina,
Mhm.
Sabrina is giving lost cause for me, and I just can't.
And that's yeah, they even Rich alluded to, she messing with some new dude, knowing Sabrina she'll be in love within a month. I
Which let
said,
me know that you knew
first of
exactly what you was
all,
doing, you manipulative motherfucker. Oh, I hate that bald
yep,
headed bastard. Oh, I
yeah,
hate his ass.
yeah.
I forgot
I
that he
said,
actually said that,
wow.
Ellie. Thank God that you said something, because
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I said, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Knowing Sabrina she'll be in love within a month. I said, well, damn. Okay, then. You ain't have to come for a girl like that, but okay.
he ain't never beaten allegations. Devil. Rich is terrible. Ugh. He really said that out his damn mouth. We got a whole scene so he could say
He
that shit.
did.
I cannot. I was about to say something else, but I just lost it. And it was about Sabrina. What was I about to say? I lost it, y'all. I definitely lost it.
Was about Sabrina and Rich, Sabrina and Rock, Sabrina
It
and
was
her
Sabrina and
job,
Rock.
Sabrina and Maurice.
It was Sabrina and Rock. But the bald headed bastard got me, so then I just blanked and just
Yeah, I
rage.
think.
Well, maybe I'll remember when I record my breakdown, because I haven't recorded that yet. Hopefully, I do that
Oh,
shit.
okay, okay.
Glad you guys enjoyed tonight. We will see you back here on October 8th for another episode of Our Sisters Keeper. In the meantime, in between time, check out our breakdowns, additional conversations, and all the content that's going to hit the channel. Make sure that you go and pre-order part 2 to Allie's series, Between Brothers.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes.
check the link in her bio. Happy belated birthday again to Allie. Turn up, turn up,
Thank
turn
you,
up, turn
thank you,
up,
thank
turn
you.
up. And we'll see y'all in
Yeah.
the next one.
Good night, y'all.